I think we're running. Okay. Looks green here, looks green there. This is all good. Sound is check, check. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think it's all good, guys. Let me know if something is wrong. And welcome everybody. We are back again. I think we streamed, what, 2 days ago? I think so. 2 days ago on the 757. We completely planted it in Oslo. By the way, still nobody guessed right. Nobody guessed the final destination for the Christmas special. Because we flew to Oslo on purpose. But yeah, anyways, welcome everybody. I hope you are in a good mood. We are in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Now this is weird because, as you might know, I live in Portugal, so I can speak Portuguese, clean Portuguese, without any accent. So I'm not sure if I should pronounce the names of the cities and all that in Portuguese, or I should just say it in English. In any way, if there is any Brazilian people, um abraço aí para o pessoal. That basically means a big hug to you guys. So we'll be flying out of Rio de Janeiro, very, very interesting place. Short runway, 1,300 meters, so this is incredible. This is in fact as short as it is in my aerodrome where I learned to fly. Where I'm taking my ATPL course. So that's actually impressive that they fly every day these kind of airplanes here. So it's going to be really, really cool. We're going to be flying a very popular route to São Paulo, and there is also a quite interesting airport there in São Paulo. It's called Congonhas. It's located right in the middle of the city, and it's not exactly clickbait, but these two landings kind of feel like you are landing on an aircraft carrier. So it's going to be pretty cool coming in. It's very important to manage correctly the speed, to manage correctly the performance calculations. So we will be doing all the performance calculations today, both for the takeoff and landing. And we will be extremely careful by monitoring the brake temperatures, because that is something that will definitely affect us as once we come into Congonhas, we will have some hot brakes, most probably. So we will have to deal with that. We're going to have to deal with that for the departure as well, in order for us to come back to Rio de Janeiro again and not blow the tires. Because as you might know, if the brakes get too hot, the tires have a special plug that essentially will deflate the tire in order to prevent the tire from explosion. Because when a tire explodes, that can be quite problematic. So yeah, I'm looking forward for this flight. I already have everything submitted. Sim brief is completed. The flight plan is done. We just have to get into the airplane, start loading some stuff, and get going. So it's gonna be cool. I believe that's Emil. He should be flying with us. At this time we don't have any ATC, so I'll be checking up if there will be anything on VATSIM radar. But yeah, so far it looks good. I mean, it's summertime in Brazil right now. As you know, southern hemisphere, it's roughly 20-something degrees. So it's summer. So it's perfect. All right, let me see. Who is that? Yes, indeed, that's Emil. I think he's flying on 320. 320 is the largest airplane that can fly here. 320 and 737-800. But those two are definitely quite significantly performance limited. We are on the 319, we have a little bit extra margin, but still not as much. Alright, enough talk, let's go. Beautiful Carda engines on the 319 International, and I really like this livery, by the way, with the custom cabin. Looks really sweet, so let's try to get in. Okay, I cannot open the door, so off we go. Airplane is in cold and dark state, so that's actually good. That means that no previous crew went and smoked the brakes. So I'm gonna check the usual stuff, that the parking brake set, engines are off, the flaps and slats are retracted, the weather radar is off, gear is down, and of course the wipers are off, otherwise you can scratch the engines. Batteries are both 25.5, so we can put the batteries to on, external power on. Emergency light to arm, nav and logo, first flight of the day, position 1. And I will let the airplane power up a little bit. Now, Emil, hey, 5 readability, what's your Costinex? Emil, welcome, and thanks very much for flying. It's great to finally see you here. My Costinex is 5. Daifuku, nice. A319 taking notes. Oh yes. Oh, and speaking of that, Daifuku, you told me on a previous stream to let you know if I get to that target for the flight factor 777. It updated today in the morning, so it went from 56. I think it was 55.98. I have a screenshot. It went to 67.4, so the difference was basically taken from YouTube. That's normal, but do not worry about that, because apparently I believe Cockpit Lyrics is gonna sponsor a check, so don't worry about that. For real, it's all good. All right, so the power up is well, the plane started up, so let's go ground control on. Just gonna do very quick and dirty CVR test. Put the aviators to nav on all three. No smoking auto, strobes auto, pack flow normal, pumps off. First officer would have tested the APU. I'm gonna test everything at the same time, because we are of course single crew. This is all good, all good. Also, sometimes make sure that you actually do check the landing elevation. Cabin pressurization is on auto. Everything is blacked out, that is all good. Let me switch off the marker. Maintenance panel is all blacked out as well. So that is looking good. Now coming here, constraint plan mode, 40 range, all is looking good. Here I'm going to leave constraint mode here as well. No terrain for now. Checking the accumulator pressure. Accumulator pressure is slightly below the green, so we would be talking to the ground personnel, letting them know that we were going to run the electrical fuel pump, let the accumulator charge, and switch it off again. So that's wonderful. We've got a accumulator now. Let's go through the chem pages, so confirm that we do have oil. Everything seems good here. Landing elevation is auto, indicated correctly. We could do a very quick battery test. Let's try and do it with batteries off. So they show us off. And then below 60 amps. And decreasing within 10 seconds. So looking perfect. In fact, looks kind of new. Alright, continue with that. Hydraulic fluid is all looking fantastic. Fuel right now 2,800 kilos on board balanced. We're gonna be doing some refueling. APU is off. Oh, it's quite hot. 31 degrees. Outside temp is plus 35. It's hot. It's summer. Doors are open. Cockpit oxygen is good. Wheels are fine, and that's look good. Status is checked. Maintain the recall. Recall is normal. Very good. Sim Crash Liar. Hello. Welcome to live stream. How are you? Okay, so I will be using this to load hub plugin. We're gonna get this from SimBrief. Now I will have to confirm if this is correct or not. So 4,700 kilos on board, that's correct. Passengers on board, it said 118. I don't have a passenger number here, I believe. Or do I? I do. 118, that's correct. Cargo is set. We're going to be jet bridge, and we're going to do a fast to real. Real, that's 11 minutes. No, let's do a fast. And I start refueling. And start boarding. Started. So this is gonna start, it's done, it's good, it's fantastic. Alright, we're gonna go with 122.8 here on the frequencies, so we can actually talk to. And let's come here to init page. Actually, should have checked that page with more attention. Sorry. So correct engine profile, we still got a valid database, so that's all good. Now I can go to init page. Sometimes it's good to just check a little bit closer that page. Alright, we are going from Sierra Bravo Romeo Juliet to Sierra Bravo Sierra Papa. Oops. Our alternate is Sierra Bravo.
Refueling complete.
That was fast. Let's confirm. 4.72. Alright, that's good. Seatbelt signs on. Pumps on. And Papa Kilo Papa, sorry. Kilo Papa is going to be our alternate. We are flight TAM 3939. Very simple. yet very effective. This is from the real world, and the back flight call sign is going to be 3932. Cost in X5, cruise altitude 320 with a temperature of, I have to check this because I stopped use the EasyJet layout. It is slightly different. Minus 35, so that's a 70 degrees temperature from from here. Interesting. Align IRS, I'm going to go to the need be page. Block fuel 4.7 is on board. I'm going to leave that in and wait for the zero fuel weight CG report. Now, out of here, the weather is pretty good so far at this moment here. And no significant wind. Let me check the latest METAR. 3 crashes, 0304 knots. Visibility more than 10. In fact, I could just reset this to current, and I thought it would be appearing here the METAR, but it doesn't. All right, 0304 at 4, good visibility. Few clouds 2000, temperature 33, so slightly hotter here. Perhaps that's because we are in the tarmac. QNH 1011. Let's put that in 1011. 1011 and 1011. Now we're flying real time, real weather. It's pretty bright here right now, so I do not want any of this light. It's just distracting. Transponder to 2000, and with this kind of wind, we'll be departing runway 2 right. It's the longest one. Via the FCOX 2 Bravo departure. To a waypoint called, I believe, Naxop. Nope, yep. This one I'm going to insert. We're going to confirm that this looks indeed as it should be looking on the chart. So it's a straight ahead right-hand turn, and then a continuous right-hand turn over the water, and we'll be climbing over the water. The restrictions do seem correct. Very good. From here, we have just one single airway. And that will be a Uniform Zulu 45. To Ibdal. Insert, and from there we have the approach. I'm going to load it up already. So this looks like we're going to be going for ILS 35 left. And it's going to be Ibdal to Alpha arrival. No transition. And insert. Let's confirm. There are 2 points from where we can get there. So Ibdal, Manlo, below 190, that's correct. Sierra Papa 033, that's correct. And then Esuni above 6000, that is correct. Then we jump to the ILS Victor from Esuni as initial approach fix to Esuni Vogovo. Nope. Esuni. Oh, I'm looking at a different. I'm looking at a different chart here. Interesting. Vogve and Surbo. Now, that's not what we need here. Let me recheck that. 35 left. Oh, 35 left Victor. Yeah, that was my mistake. So this one. Oh, is it that one? Ibdal to Alpha, no transition, insert. Let's see. Now it should be correct. So that's all the same. It goes all the way to Isuni. There's Isuni, Usito, Surbo, and then should be the runway. That's correct. 3 degrees glide path with the missed approach. Straight ahead until 3500, left-hand turn on a direct to Octal for holding. So that is correct. Fantastic. So we've got everything here. Passengers are boarded.
Boarding passenger completed.
That's wonderful. I can close this. We should be receiving... Uh-oh. Oh no. I think we might get a crash now. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a crash. Alright, I hope Toliss auto-saved it. Or maybe not. Okay, no, we didn't. Whew. That was close. That was actually close. I thought we would be crashing. We even got out of VATSIM. Alright, so that's great. This is why I can start closing the doors. So I'm gonna put auto there. Jesus Christ, that was close. And auto. Doors are actually coming to the close automatically, so that's good. In fact, all of them are closed now. So that's great. And that's all complete. Let's do cockpit preparation checklist very quickly. So Europeans and covers were removed. Fuel quantity, we've got 4.7 on board. Correction, balanced. Seatbelts are on. ADIRs, 1 minute to go, so we'll wait on those. To complete the checklist, let's check the oxygen. It does work. No RIP FPS. Yeah, that was close. Oh, whoa, look. We've got a different 320 from ML. Alright, 0 minutes to go. So I'm going to start the AP. We're going to do a very quick brief. It's also extremely hot in the cabin. It's 30 degrees in, 32. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's still pretty hot. So let's go AP on. And we will be doing our departure briefing very quickly. So very quickly. You guys are ready? Let's go. We're flying 319 flight 103939 from Rio de Janeiro to Sao Paulo Congonhas Airport. NOTAMs, no NOTAMs. I checked them. We literally have 0 NOTAMs for Rio, so that's good. We do have a NOTAM for Sao Paulo, but that is basically regarding a noise abatement procedure for the Bravo Tango November. No, sorry. Where is this? Bayan 3 Bravo departure. So it will depend, but we'll still do the noise abatement. I guess there was something noise sensitive. Weather so far is pretty good. I mean, at least as far as we are concerned, no significant weather, no SIGMETs, literally nothing. It is beautiful. We still don't have our satellite imagery, which is a shame. So I will have to go towards Windy and check it out. Thank you very much for your lovely update. Rio is here, Sao Paulo is here. It's a very short flight. We should be just expecting about 38 minutes of airtime. So that's wonderful. I will be enabling terrain radar. There is some terrain around the airfield, quite high terrain. In fact, you guys know there is this huge statue on top of the mountain with Christ with his arms open. It's right here in Rio. So we don't want to get into there. NTS is of course not required. We are on stand number 3, and we're going to be pushing back facing towards the south into Juliet, and then we're going to be taxiing via Juliet, I believe, to Delta, cross runway 0 to left, Echo, line up runway 0 to right as much as we can. Now, stop the briefing, okay? Because I did not calculate yet the performance, and we need that, so I'm gonna go uplink takeoff data, request data, no, because we haven't received yet the oh, we haven't received load sheet. Interesting. We should have. Alright, I'm gonna have to use this one. So it's 52.6 with a CGF 27.8, and that all looks pretty good. Let me just go down here, remove the flight plan discontinuity, so at least we get a little bit of fuel performance. Red nav progress page. Now on the progress page, here's what I'll do, because of course if we get a failure out of here, let's say we fail an engine or something, there is this huge Galeão Antonio Carlos Jobim International Airport, which has a quite longer runway, significantly longer than the one that we will be going here. So that's exactly why I have loaded up the charts. So in fact it's 4,000 meters, so we can go there without any problems, and land there we cannot go back. So essentially that's going to be our takeoff alternate. So for this I will be putting Sierra Bravo Golf Lima, and I forgot what's the runway again, 28, right here on the progress page, so this way we can get there if something goes wrong. Request the takeoff data before it is completely requested. We're going to come here to takeoff performance, reset compute. It says flaps 3, flex 60, 108, 118, 122, up 6, green dot 200, and we still have a stop margin of 185. So let's see what does this gives us. Okay, we got flaps 3. This is toga. What if we do flex? '58, 108, 118, 122, or toga flaps 3, 111, 117, 122. What do you guys prefer, the flex or the toga? I mean, we rarely do toga takeoffs. Let's do a toga takeoff. Why not? Toga 111, 117, 122. Off it goes. Speeds are good. Speeds are looking nice. We've got to set our initial climb as well. And no initial climb, at least here, for between 5 and 8, so I'm going to set 6. 6 is set, and I'm going to engage AP bleed, cool down a little bit the cabin. Alright, because we've got that in, performance is looking nice, we can continue now with the checklist, or correction, with the departure briefing. So continue the briefing. We will be departing from runway runway 02 right. The wind is light. It was 010 at 4, so essentially basically 4 knots of headwind, so that does help a little bit. We will be departing with flaps 3, toga power 111, 117, 122, up 0.06 on the trim. And our departure is FCOX to Bravo, page 23 Alpha from the 7th of August 2025. Transition altitude is 10,000 feet. Airport elevation is 10, so essentially sea level. We require RNP1 or RNAV1 GNSS. Compulsory right turn when passing 500, so as soon as we pass 500 we're going to turn right. Maintain visual references until Romeo Juliet 910, that's because of the terrain. Romeo Juliet 110, so essentially as we get to that waypoint we have to maintain visual flight. Do not cross the Rio Niterói bridge, so there's a large bridge ahead of us. In fact, I can perhaps just show you. That is the bridge, we cannot cross it, so we have to turn towards the right, and there's a probably very good reason, because there's a large field, that large field, international field, so we can avoid that airspace. Alright, require ceiling 800, visibility 500 meters, 5,000 meters, that's due to the requirements for the visual flight, and climb gradient, so 6.5% until 5,000, and then 3.3%. Now a dirty trick, if we will be climbing at 160 knots initially, I can multiply 160 knots by 6.5. That'll give me 10,000. Jesus Christ, 1,040. So 1,040 feet per minute. We cannot go lower than 1,040 feet per minute. And then 3.3, we're going to comply with that absolutely. Alright, continuing onwards, we're going to go to Utgat, or we're going to pass Maldo max 210 above 4,000, Utgat, FCOX between 5 and 8, Tifro, and then right turn to RSUF above flight level 240 and Naxop. Now, if we don't get any traffic, I'm going to go unrestricted climb. At least right now, it doesn't seem like we have a lot of traffic, so that's pretty good. Alright, no special considerations apart from this first visual turn. It's extremely important, maintain above 500. And in case of abnormals, so until 100 knots we stop for any malfunction, between 100 knots V1, only significant ones. I call reject, thrust to idle, max reverse, max manual braking, stop the airplane, set the parking brake, advise crew at stations, and then advise the ATC, and then we're going to assess the situation. Otherwise, we're going to continue straight ahead. We're going to try to maintain as much as we can towards the right, but essentially we're going to have to go over to that airspace in case we go with an engine failure or something like that, because I am not doing that steep turns towards the right, towards the high terrain. As you can see, we have some flight level 095 here and 5,000 feet pretty close to the airfield, so it's definitely not fun. Considering the overweight, well, We do have a takeoff alternate. It's going to be the other Rio de Janeiro airport. And our weights, we are expecting a takeoff weight of 57.2. Maximum landing weight is 62.5, so we're not even overweight, so that looks good. Okay, so we've got our briefing complete. All is nice. We've got our ADIRs. Last item of the checklist, confirm that ADIRs are all on nav, so they are. I'm going to clear that, maintain the flight plan here. I'm going to call a better pushback.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go, sir.
Oh, nice. There's a Brazilian accent a little bit.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Alright, beacon light on, external power off. We've got APU. 2000 is set, ML is still there. And let's continue the checklist. Before start checklist, so parking brake is set. I'm going to remove the chocks already. And remove the external power. Takeoff speeds and thrust, we've got toga speeds 111, 117, 122. And windows are both closed. And, whoops, beacon is on. Before start checklist is complete. Lock the door. And we're looking nice. So I wanted to depart at 17:20. Yeah. Jetway has already detached, so that's good. So we're running just a tiny bit late, but not too bad.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
We're gonna have a lovely start sound. A very lovely start sound, so put that volume up. Is the same sound fine? Is it too low or too high? Syncrash Flyer Microsoft Tech Support voice. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, now that you say it, definitely kind of sounded Indian. Weirdly.
Tow is now connected and bypass pin is secured. Please release parking brake.
Alright, let's go and let's see. Let's see before he pushes us back. Saint-Dumont traffic, TAM 3939 is going to be pushing back facing south from stand number 3, Saint-Dumont. Okay, lights are on, brakes are released, you are clear to push. We're going to start 2 on 1.
Starting pushback now, and you may start your engine.
Thank you very much. Chrono on, and let's go ignition. We're gonna go to the mandatory wing view, starting 2. Engine 2 avail, starting 1.
Operation completed. Please set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Please stand by.
Wonderful, we've got 2 good starts. Ignition to normal. APU off. Disconnect and hand signals. Brakes, flaps 3. Trim up 06. Up 06 set. And after start
Control is
checklist.
now disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on your right, Captain. See you next time. Have a safe flight.
Bye bye, see you in a minute. Alright, radar on both sides. After start checklist, NTI is not required. ECAM status is checked. No status. Pitch trim up 0.6, up 0.6, and rudder.
1309R, starting pushback over Yankee 1.
After start checklist is complete. Now taxi is going to be extremely short. That was somebody else speaking. If you don't mind, I'm going to do first the taxi items. So with a radar like that, hand signal. I missed it, but we did receive it. Wait for the transponder. Set the auto brake. Cabin crew advised. Lights on. Brakes are released. What was that? St. Fresh Fire, are you on 12.4? Yes, I am. Do a brake test here. Brakes do work, and flight control check. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Flight controls checked. Takeoff config tested. Taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Flap setting config 3. Radar and protective wind shear on and auto. Engine mode selector is on normal. ECAM memo. Takeoff no blue. Taxi checklist is complete. Wonderful. This is a very, very short taxi. That's why we'll kind of have to do it this way. How are the temperatures inside? 25, 25, 22. Sounds good. Sounds very good. Let me confirm there's no one on final there. Yeah, no one on final. Runway ahead. I'm not a fan of this G-loaded camera. Clear on the left. Alright, let's go. Strobe lights on. Put this 2 on. Transponder on. Central Dumont traffic. TAM 3939 is going to cross runway 02 left and line up runway 02 right for departure. Central Dumont. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Final looks clear, all looks clear, we're clear to go. Lights on, lineup checklist. Takeoff runway 02 right is confirmed. TCAS is TARA, and PAX both off. Lineup checklist is complete. Use as much runway as I can. Not too bad. Alright, you guys are ready? Let's go. There's 50% chrono on. Stick forward. Mantoga SRS. Auto thrust is moving.
Papa Vitor no 07, alinha decola no Alfa, saída
Thrust sets.
ultimate pelo Alfa, transição DAC.
Speed is alive. He's speaking Brazilian on the frequency. As 100 knots. V1. Rotate. Oh man, this is a short runway. Positive climb. Gear up. Nav. Yeah! Oh man.
On traffic, runway 1309,
Above 500 right hand turn.
Lima 1, November, Quebec, runway 10.
There's a bridge. Just climb out of thrust.
Zibo traffic, TAM 4464, taxiing via...
Let's go autopilot 1, pack 1 on. You hear the engine change. F speed, flaps 1. And we've got 10 seconds in, pack 2 on.
2,500.
It's checked. Alright, still no traffic. There's these guys departing, but overall looks good. So we're gonna go open climb, 320. S speed flaps 0. Speed brakes disarmed. Lights off. Plus 31, no anti-ice is needed. We are maintaining the 210 speed above 4,000, so we comply with the restriction. It's perfect. Remember, transition altitude is 7,000.
Traffic, TAM 4464, crossing 02 left, line runway 02 right.
Looking beautiful. Try a little bit of wing view with the engine. I mean, not a lot, not a lot of view here with the cloud. All right, passing that, accelerating. ATC data link standby. Why though? There's transition altitude, QNH standard set 1, 2, and 3, passing 7, 3, now reading the same. That's wonderful. So the statue is right there, I believe. And it should be there, in fact. Oh man, look at this outside view. Oh, this is pretty cool. That's looking pretty nice. Let's see if we can see Arnold departing. Yeah, there he is. We're gonna see him departing. So, passing 9. Let's look from the cockpit, because we're pilots, right? Let's see him go. Look at him go. Look at him go, and there he goes up into the air. That's beautiful. Uh-oh. What is going on with this lag? I'm not touching anything, but it stopped. We got kicked out from that sim again. And there we go, we're back again. What's going on with these stutters? I don't understand. Might that be that sim? That might be that sim. Where is he? There he is.
Traffic, TAM 4464 airborne.
With the never grin. Wait, I need a screenshot of this. Screenshot. Absolutely beautiful. We should have passed 10,000 feet. Yes, we did indeed. So, seatbelt sign off. Seems a little bit bumpy here, so I will keep the seatbelt sign on for now. And again, as I said, it's going to be a very short flight, so we're going to start to have our preparation for the descent soon. Daifuku, it's all default. It's literally all default. It is a Bing source with map enhancement, default Rio scenery, everything is default on the rest. So of course I do have X-Heaven X America or whatever that is, so perhaps that does help a little bit. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's literally the only thing. Oh my god, Yolaus Pasanisi, sorry, YouTube is just doing these weird names. Hello from Brazil. SDU has the most beautiful approach in the world, and Congonhas is one of the most exciting. Axmiha has a lot of freeware scenery of Brazil. Olá, bem-vindo ao live stream. That's great to have people in, or actually from Brazil. Right here, it's actually very, very cool. So that's awesome. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. And let me just know, does this guy have the scenery on the forum, or he has like a separate I don't know, maybe a website or something like that? So this way I can look. Okay guys, as I told you, we've got 6 minutes into the flight, not much time going, because if SimBrief actually told us we're gonna go with 38 minutes of flight time, I kinda do believe, especially we do have some tailwind here. As you can see as well, the cruise portion of the flight is gonna be somewhere along, actually less than 40 miles right there. So let's start preparing the stuff. We need to start briefing stuff as well. It does appear like we do have control in São Paulo, so that's cool. Yeah, we have tower. Good. Got tower, and we've got a bunch of Brazil online, but that's Centro Brasilia. That's Brasilia. That's not affected for us. But we've got tower. Tower in Congonhas. That's awesome. Let's see. ATIS information Charlie. ATIS information Charlie. In fact, could I get it here? I don't think so. I don't think so, because I don't have the connection. Yeah, I can't. Or maybe that's because I don't have... No, I have the hoppy. I have the hoppy. Alright, fine, no big deal, no big deal. We're gonna get through it anyway. So let me read through the H's. So information Charlie, expect procedure, ILS Victor, or we could just listen to this. Let's see, can I listen to this? 127. 127. Let's just check this out. 127150. And make like the real world. I think we should be way too far. Probably are. Right, so I'll just read it. São Paulo Airport, ATIS information Charlie, 17 Zulu, expect procedure ILS Victor, runway 35 left, so that's exactly as we planned. Landing runway 35 left, departing 35 left, transition level, flight level 35, correction, 085. So I might add that already. So 085 on the transition. Taxiway Kilo closed due to maintenance. Alright, Taxiway Kilo is closed. We're gonna get that into the charts. Let me find Taxiway Kilo. Oh, I found it. Oh, that's actually a very important one. So I'm gonna put a cross there. You'll see that in a minute. So service 310 at 8 on the wind. Variable between 250 and 360, good visibility broken, 4,500, temperature 31, QNH 1016. We of course are gonna go with flaps full here, no jokes. The runway is 1,800 meters at 83, almost 900, but still, it's quite short. And decision altitude is 2830, MBA set. Alright, good, we've got all the information in. We can do some briefing. We can do our arrival briefing. Pretty much straight ahead. Oh, looks like it's waking up there. Definitely getting some more traffic. All right, let's do arrival briefing. So far, local looking good. Weather in São Paulo, Congonhas is looking fine. We got the latest ATS information, Charlie on board. METAR is stating 290 with 8, variable again. Small difference, so no big deal. So we can go with that. No TAMs. Important thing, we've got the taxiway Kilo closed, so for your information, Kilo is right down here. So let's say we would want the full length for runway 35 left. We could not go by the Kilo, so we would have to go via the Juliet. That's actually very important. So Kilo is not available, and we do have that no TAM for a departure procedure, but I think that will probably not apply to us. We'll see later. NTI is probably not required. I will be going with the terrain radar still on both sides. Whoops, wrong button. Because MSA 5,500, 4,500 here, 5,700. I mean, it still is a little bit high, and airfield elevation is 2,634. That does not help. So it is actually pretty high up there. It's like 800 meters of elevation. So yeah, I'll keep the terrain on for sure. And additionally, we could look here towards the briefing page. So this is for runway 35 left. Caution, uncontrolled hot air balloons in the vicinity. High-rise buildings surround airport, noise-sensitive areas. Yeah, there are still mountains. This is based on the VOR 7,000, even higher than that. And visual vertical guidance provided by PAPI, 3 degrees on the left side of both runways. Downdrafts may be encountered on final approach to both runways. Lovely. Touchdown for ILS, DME, on PAPI for this run are not considered and are 272 feet. Oh, ILS, touchdown, and PAPIs are not coincident. This is important. So if we will go visual at the latest part, I prefer to be just so slightly low, so we can get as much runway as we can. Resting system EMAS is locating at the departure end of the runway. This runway has displaced threshold resulting in landing distance beyond threshold of 1,856 meters. The landing distance available is 1,660 meters. Okay. 35 right, not applicable for us, but yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Yeah, as you can see, there's a mountain 3,215, so that's 1,000 feet. That's 1,000 feet of basic. No, sorry, 500 feet, 700 feet above airfield elevation. So we do have some terrain around us. I prefer to have the terrain radar on. Our alternate is that other airport, which I do not remember the name. It's called Sierra Bravo Kilo Papa. That is, I mean, I have to click on it, but it's fairly short. It's Vita Kopch, very close, and our alternate fuel was like 1,000, I believe. Yeah, 1,000. So final reserve and alternate summed up is going to be 2.1. So 2.1 on the fuel is going to be our diversion fuel. No big deal. We are, of course, going to be landing with flaps. Flaps full. I want to see if I can get there with auto brake low. No. Alright, so it will have to be auto brake medium, but I will disengage it earlier, so we will try to save as much braking power as possible so we don't overheat the brakes, because auto brake medium can be a little bit too much sometimes. Max reverse, of course. And from there, if I have to exit at the very end, I do not mind. We can exit at the very end, Echo or Foxtrot. There are 2 hotspots right there, hotspot 1, hotspot 2. We can read through what are the hotspots there. They should be somewhere described. Do we have a description of the hotspots? C109. Oh, there they are. Risk of runway incursion on threshold 17, risk of damage by jet blast from aircraft on taxiway Echo. Alright, so if that would be the case if there would be an airplane standing by right here. I don't think that's going to be the case. Hotspot 3 here as well. Risk of ground collision at intersection runways Hotel Lima Mike November Whiskey and Kilo. So essentially probably here on the apron. Very short little space, so we could clip wings. We are almost leveling up. Let's do a minus or a plus 800 Mach vertical speed for the final level off, so it's going to be a little bit smoother. And yeah, it's gonna be it. No special considerations apart from the hot temperature. Short runway, so careful with the braking, and that's gonna be it. Not overweight, at least for now. I don't see any reason for the last comms. That's the arrival briefing complete, just as we level off for the cruise. Alt star, alt cruise, Mac, all seems good, all seems fine. Still haven't... Oh wow, look at that view. Man, we do have to fly more in Brazil, or just in South America. Like overall, I feel like I'm missing so much. I'm missing so much. It's a huge continent with so much. Yeah, I would definitely have to fly more here. If you know any flight that's interesting to make in Brazil, please let me know. Alright, and Martin, hey! Hello, hello, welcome. How are you? Are you doing good? I hope so. Okay, and we are 18 miles to top of descent, so this is perfect. No descent checklist for us. Airbus for the win. Also guys, here's a question for you. Do you see the way that these checklists are made? So they have this this name written here, or this item, and then they have these perfectly dotted spacing with whatever it's written right here, and I'm pretty sure that the spacing of these dots has to be done automatically, because if you do it manually, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit off. It's gonna be a little bit off. Said this, I feel like we kinda didn't brief properly the arriving chart. Did we brief the arriving chart? I don't think so. I spoke about the terrain, I spoke about the chart, but I don't think I spoke about the waypoints themselves. So let's go 8 Dal Manlow below 190, Sierra Papa 033 to a Sunni above 6, initial approach fix. From there we jump to ILS Victor 35 left, a Sunni 6000, Usito 5300, and then we descend to 4000, it's roughly 300 for the ILS at Surbo. It's going to be our platform altitude, 3 degrees on the ILS, minimums are set. Missed approach, climb to 6000, course 349 until 3500 in the left, turn direct to Octal for holding, so right here. Requires climb gradient of 4%, we comply with that. Transition altitude 8000, we already set the flight level 095. RNAV or RNP1, GNSS required, and VGI sign, ILS glide path not coincident. Now I feel like we did everything. So let's set 6000 initial. I will let the airplane go with the VNAV. 4 miles to go. 3 miles to go. Let's pull in, descend, and let me just do a very quick and dirty. So it's Sunni 6000 and progress page. $6,000, so we are at 30, I'm gonna call it 31. 31 minus 6 is 25. 25 times 3 is 75, plus at least 10, that will be 85. Plus we have 30 knots of tailwind here, so 85 plus 3, 88. So we are starting the descent a little bit early, but I believe that's due to the altitude constraint there, due to the probably airspace restrictions. I don't see any other reason. Beautiful. Mateus Diniz, welcome to Brazil. I am São Paulo Tower waiting for you. Are you serious? Whoa! That is so cool. Haha, that is so awesome, man. Thank you very much for coming. Dude, that's incredible. Synchronous Flyer, Seneca 2 drug flight. Of course, it had to be the poor Seneca. But speaking of that, I was really looking for a flight on a Seneca or on the Seminole until the end of the year, but I don't think I'll make it. It will come later though, it will. Also, I want to explore Africa. I think Africa is another one of those places that's kind of being missed out. That's huge, beautiful, definitely has a lot of interesting airports, so yeah. Alright, no descent checklist. Information Charlie is current, or at least on board. 20 minutes into the flight, we're going good. We are definitely going good. How long are we into the stream? Less than an hour, not bad. I guess this is a record time. The only thing that's worrying me really is the brake temperature. It's literally the brake temperature, so we're gonna be brake fans on as soon as possible. And then we're gonna have the return flight to Rio. So that will be, yeah, that will be interesting. That will be definitely interesting. I also have missed the 319. I feel like this is a proper 319 flight. Like, usually when we fly the 319, it feels like cheating because it's was just so easy to go into the big airports with this airplane. But now going to this slightly more challenging airports definitely feels correct and up to the right level of difficulty. Synchronized Flyer, I've seen quite a few videos of them flying in the bush, and it's really impressive what kind of flying skills are required. Oh yeah, sometimes on my feed as well, either on Facebook and sometimes even on YouTube, like YouTube Shorts, some Senecas somewhere in the wild do appear, and that is, I agree with you on that. That's definitely quite interesting. Alright, our diversion fuel is 2.1. We have 3.2 right now, so it looks all good. Landing performance was calculated with brakes medium. And flaps, of course, full. I'd still go for the low if that would be possible, but it's impossible, so yeah, it's literally, I mean, 508 meters of margin. And by the way, remember that the runway in Rio was what? 1,350 something? So we require 1,349. So it would be literally the entire runway. So landing in Rio is going to be quite interesting. Yeah, we do have some clouds, but nothing significant. I mean, those seem to be a little bit growing, but not too bad. Not too bad. Mateos, tip, try touching down on the 1,000 footers. The aircraft will do its job well and exit on taxiway Foxtrot. Yeah, I will. I mean, I'm aiming to land on the touchdown markers or earlier. I don't care if it's going to be a slightly positive landing. We are looking to make a safe landing, not a butter, because a butter can result in ourselves doing a very interesting fly out into the highway or into the city, which I really don't want to do. So yeah, or if this would be Rio, we would be landing into the water, literally. And even though it was 35 degrees on outside, I still don't want to go into the water. Daifuka, are you going to test the improved A330 in a future stream? So here's my honest take. Remember last stream, the 757 we flew to Oslo? That live stream was supposed to be A330, Calgary to Vancouver. Default A330. I even took the screenshots. I think I still have the screenshots for that live stream. However, when I was testing, I didn't particularly enjoy some basic aspects that I think should they correct it. Yes, it's very nice that they made the correct start sequence. That's nice. But I feel like the A330 or most modern commercial jets are supposed to be flown on autopilot, right? So if you do not get correct, we crossed man low below 190, so that's excellent. So if you do not get correct behavior of the autopilot modes, all that stuff, it kind of not that interesting. So for instance, you get to departure, you program the MCDU, you want to set open climb, you click on open climb, it kind of flashes open climb on a wrong way, and then it doesn't really do the open climb, it does something else, and you have to press it twice. So you have to do it twice for it to do the same thing. Like, these things are there for a long time. Why aren't they fixing it? Like, I don't want to downplay the work that they are doing. It's a lot of work, and I could never be a coder, a developer, to make all of this stuff work. But it's there. It's important. It's kind of like the same reason why I don't fly the X-Craft's Embraers. I wanted to make this flight on the Embraer, on the E195. I think it would be perfect because it's one of the most famous Brazilian routes on a Brazilian airplane. It would be amazing, and the Embraer is an amazing airplane. If you actually get to know the real airplane, understand what it can do, it's a really cool airplane. But the X-Craft's Embraer, trust idle, it's just kind of like, yeah, it looks amazing, it looks extremely good, but then autopilot modes are broken. I mean, the logic and the FMA, it doesn't work correctly, and if you tell about that, your replies are going to be ignored probably. Then, I mean, system-wise, try doing the following. Switch off both engines in flight and see what happens. Nothing happens. You don't lose generators, you keep going with the generators on, you don't get any warnings. I mean, like, come on. And, I mean, screw the failures, but just like the basic stuff. The thrust is a little bit wonky still. Not the auto thrust itself, but the way that the thrust is shown. There's a lot of stuff like screw the holds, but the FMS can be really easily broken, and you have to reset it completely. There's so much, man. Synchrashfire, don't talk about X-Crafts. Marco will spend another 4 hours reviewing how good the textures are. Well, see, I mean, I think what Marco is doing, he's doing his best on what he can, because he definitely is not a developer for systems. So he's not doing the systems, he's doing the texturing, and he's doing them very well. So he's doing what he can do best. The problem is, he's not finding the people, the right people, or those people who are there are not doing what he should be supposed to be doing. I don't know. Like, I don't know, I'm not Marco. He's a great guy. I met him in real life, so it's actually the only developer I actually met in real life. And he's a nice guy, but we just have different ideas of what is either important or not. So it's like that. There's not much I can do. The X-Crafts is a famous 3D rendering of the real airplane that has an incredible potential of being a serious Embraer simulation, up to the point to be used in training for airlines. But unfortunately, the systems development and the logic of the basic stuff is not there. And because of that, it is extremely frustrating and annoying and just sad that I'm not going to say nothing has been done, but kind of like that. Alright, and What is the airplane doing right now? It's doing this. Okay, so let me do the following. What if I do vertical speed? Decrease the vertical speed. Put the power back. Let it start decreasing that speed on itself very slowly, so we keep an idle descent. Wind is starting to rotate slightly, so that's good. And I might activate the approach phase very, very soon. In fact, I will activate it now. Let me confirm if there is a new ATIS. Nope, still information Charlie, QNH 1016. All the stuff is correct. Transition level 085. So we're looking good. Oh my god, look at that terrain. Caught in this slight mist. I wasn't really noticing that this is a very significant terrain. It's kind of bumpy. Bit bumpy, I believe that's due to the heat. Although we are above the clouds, so I don't know. Maybe from the mountains. Let's see, 5,300. Where will it fall? I feel like I can... Yeah, I can lower the vertical speed. Because otherwise we'll be going a bit fast. To my liking. And I prefer to do a constant descent, either on idle or a little bit of thrust. It still saves more fuel and it's good practice. You make less noise, save some fuel, it's more efficient. It's good practice. Alright, we are exactly 1 ton above our diversion fuel, so that's nice. I'm gonna set the QNH 1016 here on the standby already so I don't forget. Man, these mountains here... It might not look big, but I'm pretty sure. Let me put myself on the sea level. Yeah, look at this! I mean, this is big. I'm not sure how big, but significantly. What's the grid, Mora? Yeah, 4,400, so it's like 2,000 feet mountains. And it stays this way, it's probably plateau. Yeah, it kind of stays that way. Towards São Paulo, and I guess that's the city. That's a huge city. Massive. That terrain is called Serra do Mar. It's a mountain range of tropical forest that extends from Rio to the south of Brazil. Whoa. And this is why I love having people from the country actually watching the stream. This is incredible. Thank you so much for being here and for letting us know this thing. Alright, landing lights on, LS push buttons on. We're nicely decreasing the speed, 25 miles to the airport. Actually, I'll just put managed. I'll just put managed here. 250 below 10. I think we will require some speed brakes though. Alright, let me go QNH 1016 here, 1016 there, and reading 93 now. Perfect. Alright, road checklist barrier refs are set 1016 cross check, seatbelt sign is on, minimums 2830 set, auto brake is medium, engine mode selector is on normal. Road checklist is complete, and we can now start to focus entirely on the approach. Definitely want to be slowing out. It's incredible, man. Thank you so much for letting us know those facts. Alright, passing is soon above 6,000. Oh, look at the amount of lakes, rivers. I mean, sea right there, and then lakes on top of here. This is beautiful. Alright, I want to get into the false glide slope, but I think this one is the correct. If I set 4,200 and I'll keep it about 1,100, we should be falling with the blue arrow right there. Let's see. Bingo. Bingo. You're looking good. Speed is 220. In fact, I'll keep minus 1,000. No need to descend faster. Missed approach. Missed approach was 6,000. Absolutely stunning. I came at the right time, says Afik Mohaimin. Yes, dude, you just came in. Welcome. That's indeed the right time. Alright, let's go flaps 1. So otherwise I feel like we will not be slowing down too much here. Let's arm the approach. Contact tower 127.150. Oh wait, I was looking towards the wrong frequency. Lol. Alright. 11 miles out. Yeah, we need some speed brakes. São Paulo traffic, very good evening. TAM 3939 is established on the LS 35 left.
3939, good afternoon. São Paulo Tower, continue on approach, QNH 1016.
Continue approach, QNH 1016, TAM 3939. Alright, speed is now good. Put the speed brakes back. Speed is checked, flaps 2. Glide slope start. And glide slope 6,000 feet be set. Let's go gear down. Speed brakes armed, lights on. Cabin call.
2,500.
That's checked, runways in sight. Want to be stabilized a little bit earlier. Actually, no, let's go for managed. Speed is checked, flaps 3.
Down 3939, wind is 310 degrees, 08 knots, runway 35 left, clear to landing.
Clear to land, runway 35 left, TAM 3939. And flaps 4.
Paulo tá 398 para o táxi.
Landing checklist. Go around altitude 6,000 feet set. Cabin crew is advised. Landing commando, landing no blue. Landing checklist is complete. It is a little bit bouncy. Alright, so he said 8 knots. 8 knots, it's definitely bumpy. Airport elevation 2,600. So, you're 1,400 feet above. And we are stabilized. I don't like the fact that this is bouncing too much. Clear view of Serra do Mar today. Oh yeah. She's ready for landing, absolutely. She's back, she's not flying on cargo planes. Alright, we are 1,000 above,
1,000.
stabilized. Autopilot off.
Oi, São Paulo, Gol 1766, pronto, táxi. Hora 766.
Alright, Vlad, don't screw up.
Torre São Paulo ciente, confirma decola Juliette. Confirmo, decola Juliette, Gol 1766. Ciente, Gol no 766, autorizado táxi via Pátio 3, Whisky, Lima
That's
e Juliette.
Gol
Retaguarda
737.
do Airbus da LATAM,
He's gonna go depart from Juliet. In fact, you can see him on the taxiway. Maybe not exactly right now, but yes. Alright, I'm gonna focus and be quiet. Jesus Christ, this wind.
500.
Shit.
400.
Well, right now, glide path and Pappy Land are correct.
Argentina 1044 Sao Paulo, boa tarde. Ready to copy IFR
100 above.
Check runway in sight. Updraft.
Argentina 1044, good afternoon, sir.
Minimum.
São Paulo
Continue.
Tower.
A bit low.
Standing by for flight plan increased.
Updraft again.
200. 100. 50. 40.
Tá 398, visual do Airbus na final, companhia.
5.
Afirma, tá 398. 398,
Spoilers.
após o companhia na final, a
Oof.
linha e
Reverse
mantém a
screen. Manual braking.
Auto brake off.
Após o... Confirma o companhia o que pousou agora? Afirmativo, pousou agora.
70 knots.
7, tá ali, mantém a partir da Juliette, 35 esquerda, tá 398. Done 3939, ground at Zibo at 18. Turn left on Foxtrot, continue taxi via Mike to apron 7.
Left on Foxtrot, Mike, apron 7, TAM 3939. Alright, left on Foxtrot, all clear. Holy cow. Synchronous flyer and Daifuku, nice landing indeed. Guys, thank you so much.
Argentina 1044.
Ready to copy 1044.
Alright, oh, what the hell is going on
You're
here?
cleared to Aeropark, flight level 400.
Alright, brake fan on, weather radar off,
transponder.
transponder, and I know I borked completely the procedure,
One Alpha,
but that's what a single pilot does.
3766.
There's the gold guy and the Argentina.
Okay,
Start the APU.
Here to Aeropark as filed with flight level 400, with the runway 17 right, SDU 1 Alpha departure with the UPSOT transition, squawk 3766.
Alright, stand 7. Correction, yes, stand 7.
Argentina 1044, Quebec, correct.
Stand 7, somewhere along the middle.
Paulo Tower, hello, Tom 4464, establishing
That's Emil.
runway 35 left, 7 nautical miles.
Down 4464, good afternoon. São
Oh,
Paulo
look,
Tower,
another
continue
goal,
approach,
737.
standby landing clearance.
Guys, thank you so much for your kind donations.
Approach, Tom 4464.
Tá 3998, decolagem autorizada 35 esquerda, 310 graus, 612 nós.
Alright, flap is open, we've got IPU avail. Perfect. Taxing very slow. There's 3, gonna go until the 7. Brake temps right now, not above 300. Woo! Alright. They still might go above 300 though. So that's why I'm taxing very slowly, so I don't have to apply any extra braking, and also because I forgot to set the chrono for the engine cooldown time. And there goes the 10. Look at this. Woo! Awesome, man. Also 319.
Down 4464, QNH 1016, runway 35 left,
There he
clear
is.
to landing.
QNH 1016, clear to land.
Trees on the tarmac explain things. Oh yeah. Not much I can do.
Down 398, decolado aos 20.
Alright, 07 is there, taxi light off.
3767, ok, 3767. Monitore o seu voo na Unicom 228, tem boa volta, até a próxima. 7, tá alocando 3767, coordena o Nicol. Tá, 398, boa tarde. Boa. O gol no 766, visual do Airbus na final.
He's saying if the goal sees the Airbus visually on final.
Ainda não confirmado no 766.
Se a gente chegou
Is
no
this guy?
766, manter posição.
He's saying maintain position.
Mantendo posição no 766.
Man, I see some weird terrain here. It's literally the only position that has this. I hope we won't fall through the thing. Did you remember when he flew the Tupolev 134 on the runway? Oh yeah, I remember the boat. That was pretty funny. That was indeed pretty funny. Alright, we are 319, 320, a little bit more. Alright, very good. Parking brake is set. Correct. 2 minutes on the clock. We've got APU bleed on, and we can shut down the engines. Stop the clock. Fast deboarding, and seatbelt signs off. Fuel pumps off. Beacon light off. Start deboarding.
Deboarding started.
Crap. Ah, come on. It's gonna lag again. Okay, I think it's too low hub. Something has broken.
Gol no 766.
We're gonna get
após
crashed
o Airbus na
from...
final,
I'm not gonna
35
touch anything
esquerda,
now.
na linha, mantém 35 esquerda.
I'm gonna get kicked out of that sim. But that's definitely something to do with the... yeah, there we go. Got kicked out of that sim. Crap, I wanted to see Emil's landing. Oh, come on!
Argentina 1044, Roger.
Shit.
Clear to push and start.
We missed it
Take
by
your
literally
right
a couple of
on taxiway
seconds.
November.
Well, he's down on the ground. He's good.
To the right on taxi November, Argentina
He's not.
104.
Guys, do you want to see the replay of the landing? That was a bit floaty, but within the limits. Alright, also, we need to set shocks. Shocks, external power.
Tá 4464, ground at 23, vacate
brakes
left
off.
on Foxtrot, continue taxi on Mike to gate number
Alright,
8.
brake temperatures are controlled, so that's good. External power on, APU off.
Please repeat, town 4464.
He's gonna
Yes,
park.
you're leaving on Foxtrot, join Mike to gate.
Yeah, replay time, let's
April.
watch it. So let's watch it now. Man, that was, I tell you, I was a little bit scared. This is incredible. Let me take a picture of this. Who thought building an airport out of here would be nice? And there's a hot balloon. Hot air balloon. Oh my god. Alright, let's hit play. I hope I can get there quick enough so I can set the viewpoint. Okay, so we landed just past the touchdown markers. Just a little bit, so I'm gonna put myself here and let's watch. Let's watch how this went. Oh, that was not. Wait, I didn't even understand that was the runway. Sorry. Let's see closer. That was a little bit of a decrab at the end. Alright, it was a positive touchdown, but I told you, like, we cannot float this one. So it has to be here, or we're gonna end up in the city. Yeah, sorry, dude.
Deboarding passenger completed.
Thank you. Well, that felt good, though. Let's see from this one. Textures definitely left the chat. Yeah, textures just left the chat completely. I don't know why. Ah, that was good. That was actually good. Wait, let me see from this view. I'm gonna be the spotter from the end of the runway. Hit play. Awesome. with the brake fan noise. Yeah, right went first and the left one. That was totally fine, totally acceptable. So let's go. Stop here. And here we go. Okay, brakes are released. Chocks are on. GPU is on. Everything seems alright. Let's connect now as TAM 3932. Yeah, that's all fine. We are back in chat. Let's see. There's Emil. We need a screenshot. Look at this. 4 airplanes. I just love if the textures would actually load up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Walk around picture. Wait. Walk around picture. Boom. Okay, good. Now, passengers were deboarding. I need to set the next flight plan and all that stuff, so let's do it very quickly. Mateos, nice landing, sir. Thank you very much. And a good landing is one where you can walk away and the aircraft can fly again. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Afik, I got house on the runway once. Lol, can't do anything with it. Yeah, that has to be. You have to put. Oh my god, what's the name for it? Exclusions. You have to put scenery exclusions on top of the runway, so nothing will spend there. I don't know. Did we anytime waste a landing? Tupolev 154. A little bit. That was a little bit. Okay, so I have to do 32 here, I have to do this, and that's the route. What is he gonna do in terms of approaches? I don't know, nothing. Let's generate the flight. Let's generate the flight. Let's also do a very quick realign of the ADIRs. They should come on quickly. And transponder standby, well, it's 2000, still gonna keep it 2000. Brake fan still on. How's the temperature? 250. Good! So we have controlled successfully the brake temps. That is fantastic. I can put the flight directors back on. 52 minutes. Beautiful. 2,840 there. 41 minutes of flight. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this. View PDF. Pre-file. VATSIM. 17:20 off block time. Oh wow. Yeah, sorry, no. This is because I hard-tuned the time. I have to put auto time here. Well, 18 is going to be 1845. Let's see if we can do 1845 real quick. I doubt it, but let's do 850. 1850. Generate. Haha, Russian airplanes don't count. They're made of Soviet steel. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that if that would happen in real life, as long as the dirt was fine, like the terrain would be hard enough, probably the airplane would be simply taxiing off, apart from some perhaps broken lights, but overall, yeah. 3932 submitted, altitude 290 seems good. So let's start inputting stuff. I'm not going to use to load hub now because I think it actually is. It is actually doing something there. All right, so we want cost index 18, and we want 89 passengers, just 89 passengers. Oh, that's a little bit sad. 89 passengers. How many we can get here? 145. Yeah. Let's say at least 100. I mean, 89 is a little bit sad. 100 passengers, no freight, right? Yeah, no freight. And that'll be it. So I believe I can load it through here. Or actually, no, let's screw this. We're just gonna do this, 100. A little bit towards the aft, like that. And we need 5.6 of block fuel. Or 5.5. So I'm gonna go quick defuel, refuel, apply the settings, so that's good. Seatbelt signs are gonna come on. Fuel pumps on. And we'll be going here in it again. Clear that. And start loading.
São Paulo é o gol no 766, se afastando de São Paulo.
Alright.
Cumprindo o perfil SDU no Alfa, com transição em Mandy.
Romeo Juliet. It's funny that they actually talk in Brazilian here. I was kind of not expecting that, but also makes a lot of sense. Sierra Bravo Charlie Foxtrot is our alternate. Interesting alternate. It's quite far away. Called Tancredo Neves. Sete Lagoas. Oh, Belo Horizonte. Okay, Belo Horizonte. Close to Belo Horizonte. Okay. GPS primary, good. We are TAM 3932. Costin X18. Cruise level 290. And the temperature is on the top of climb, -26. 31 degree here. Heavy. Hot. Alright, 50.8. And 30 on the CG. Block fuel 5.5. And that'll be it. Let me confirm that the fuel is nice and balanced on board. Yes, it is indeed. We're not running the APU. Nope. Fantastic. Clear that. Flight plan. Oops. Wrong one. Departure. Departure. Running 35 left. Bayan 3 Bravo via Nipru. Then, from there, we have one airway, Uniform Zulu 171, to Kevin. It's like Kevin, but Kevin. Insert, beautiful. From there, we have Asalu 1 Alpha arrival, and it states runway 20 left. Oh! So we are going from the other side. Did the weather change there? Let's see. Let's actually see. I need to go to flights, unload, import flight from Sim Brief. I need this one. Import weather 1506. Yeah, the weather, the wind has rotated. All right, 20 left. 20 left. Now the question is, which approach are we gonna get? So let me put this here, let me put the charts in, and this is what it gave me. So first things first, we need taxi, we need parking stands. We are on stand 7. Then, yeah, that's all fine. Remove the stupid icon. Asalu 1 Alpha arrival, it goes all the way to Galut, 6000 mandatory, and now let's see, approach charts, runway 20 left, RNP Foxtrot. Okay, this is the visual prescribed track, very interesting. What about this, RNP mic? No, this one is a little bit too not efficient. RNP Echo, what's the difference here? Minimus, now the circle to land 900, 700 on this one for the Minimus, so let's go for this one. Cat, Alpha, Bravo and Charlie, we can definitely take this one. RNAV 20 left, let's pin this, Foxtrot, Asalu 1 Alpha via Kavun, insert, beautiful. Confirm all of this stuff, plan mode, beginning of the trip, flight plans. So, first let me look at the charts here. So departure straight ahead, 3,500 right hand turn, max to 10 left, Vunvu, Sierra Papa 101, Bayan, then to Nibru. Alright, let's confirm that's exactly what it said there. 3,500 right hand turn, Sierra Papa 01, Vunvu. And then the rest of the stuff, Sierra Papa 108, Bayan, and Nibru. Kevin, RJ, etc. Let's watch the arrival now. So Kevin RJ313, that's correct. RJ307 minus below 110 and 090. RJ308 mandatory flight level 8. Then Asalu 7 and Gelud 6. This is going to be very important to be on the correct speed, so we can actually manage our altitude correctly. Gelud mandatory 6,000, RJ946 4,800 mandatory, RJ3031 3000, RJ307, correction 107, max 160, 1,980, final approach fix. If we will not be within this altitude, we're gonna not catch up the RNAV descent. 3 degrees glide path, level off. I see. So if we want to do a 3 degrees descent, we have to fly 3.6 nautical miles to RJ941. We're going to start a 3 degree descent, and then we're going to be on the 3 degree glide path for the final. Then we have a visual prescribed track for the mist and for the final approach. Okay, let's see. 648, 3,160 plus 1,980, and then the descent with the visual track RJ942 and then RJ943. The question is, 942 is the initial point for the missed approach fix. Exactly, max 200 knots, 1,300. Sounds good. We got all of this stuff in. Clear the discontinuity. Flight plan, red nav, progress page. So if something goes wrong again, I don't think we're going to be going back to this airport. So São Paulo has another airport, that's Campinas, which is... crap, stop. Can I put VFR? There it is. No, Guarulhos, sorry. It's Guarulhos Airport, and that's Sierra Bravo Golf Romeo. Sierra Bravo Golf Romeo, and we need 10-9, 29. If something goes wrong, we can go back here, runway 10 left. So Sierra Bravo Golf Romeo, Sierra Bravo Golf Romeo, 10 left. Feel like this would be our best pick. Long runway, 3,700 meters, 15 miles from this airport. Beautiful. Performance. Let's do uplink, request takeoff data. Why is it still the flight plan? Did I do some changes? I guess I didn't insert it. Weirdly. Alright, seems all good. Got the takeoff data uplink there. I'm gonna pin this chart, and I'm gonna pin the approach chart for ILS Oscar November. This is RNP. I'll do this one. I'll pin this one, so if something goes wrong, at least we have a fallback plan. Alright. Daifuka, I'm quiet because I'm cooking steak all in blood night. Awesome, man. That's gonna be tasty. Steak is awesome. Alright, so we received the takeoff data. Let's see. We can do a flex out of here. Flaps 3 again. 115, 15, and 119. Flex 17, 24, 27. So shall we go with flex or toga? Let's go toga again. Why not? Toga, let's just confirm it here. Set to current, takeoff performance, reset, compute. This is for flex. What about Toga? Yeah, Toga. Perfect, seems all good. Refueling was already complete, so that's all nice. Brake fan is still on. How are we looking in terms of wheel temps? Beautiful. And this is all looking fantastic. Secondary flight plan. Let's do a copy of the active. This is something I forgot to do. And from Vonvo, we're gonna go new destination. And we're just gonna load the ILS. 10 left, Oscar, no star. I'm gonna put with low man, no transition, insert, so at least we have a fallback plan again. Alright, that's all set. Let's go and call for our departure clearance. Confirm also that there is no new information, it's very important. Information Delta, 35 left still in use, 1016, same transition level, wind is 3207 variable, QNH 1016. Sounds good to me, let's give him a call. Are we still in that sim? Yeah, we are. Oh, look at that. That's the goal guy. Oh, that's a beautiful livery. Kind of looks like Amazon, though. Alright. And... we are in Congonhas, right? Yeah, we are in...
214, decolado aos 42, coordene 228, bom voo até a próxima.
São Paulo Tower.
Feliz Natal.
São Paulo Tower, hello, novamente. TAM 3932, stand 7, waiting information Delta, request IFR clearance.
TAM 3932, good afternoon, São Paulo Tower. You are cleared to Santos Dumont, as filed flight level 290. Runway in use 35 left, departure by entry Bravo Nibru transition, the squawk 3760.
Clear to destination Santos Dumont, flight level 290, running use 35 left. Departure via by entry Bravo departure via Nibru. The transition, squawk 3760, TAM 3932.
TAM 3932, read the bags correct.
Fantastic, 3760, 3760. I was worried that I worked the squawk. Alright, we got an altitude restriction below 5,500, so I'll set that in right now. Again, not a lot of traffic around us. Man, look at the amount of heliports. This is... What? Wait, I want to see this. Stand by. It's to the right side of the airplane. What? Is this like on top of these buildings?
Down 4465, read the bags correct.
I mean, not as close as here, but I guess so. Yeah, I guess those are on top of buildings. Like these, yeah, probably these platforms. What the hell, that's incredible. Hello, hot air balloon. No heli stream. Nope. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do beacon light on. We're gonna start the APU. I bet it is a little bit hot inside. Yeah, 31 degrees. So we're gonna do that. And we will start our departure briefing. Right? I think so. Wait, flap open. Start the APU. We need that, and we need that. Very quick departure briefing. Guys are ready? Let's go. So, flying the same 319 flight, TAM 3932 back to Rio. No TAMs are exactly the same, so remember we have taxiway Kilo closed at the way, so we have to go through Juliet, so Toga will actually help us out. So let me just put a cross here. Jesus, that was horribly ugly. That's a lot better. What? Wait. Oh, dummy me. Wait, it's like this. Alright, weather. It's the same. Anti-ice not required. Terrain radar will be on. We are on stand 7. We'll be pushing back facing south via Mike, Lima, Lima, Juliet, Juliet, runway 35 left departure. Wind is variable, 3207 at 7, I believe. We'll be departing via the Bayan 3 Bravo, RNAV departure page 10-3 Alpha, effective from the 7th of August, transition altitude 8000, RNAV 1 or RNP 1 required to comply with that. And we have a
Go 1030.
climb rating requirement. As you can see, by the way, ground speed of 100, 3.3. If you multiply 3.3 by 100, it's going to be 330. 4 feet within, so that's pretty good. 5.2 to 3,500. We'll absolutely comply with this, so that's good. Alright, how am I going to do this? Straight ahead. Above 3,500 right hand turn max 210 to Sierra Papa 107, then to Vunvu below 5,500, then to Sierra Papa 108, Bayan, Nibru climbing to 290. Alright, I'm gonna go with Toga. Flaps 3, 115, 115, 119. No radio navs required, no special considerations apart from the short runway, and if something goes wrong, we're gonna go to the takeoff alternate of Guarulhos. Alright, standard briefing. In case the failure happens after V1, we're gonna continue straight ahead. Request vectors for the alternate. No other considerations, that's the departure brief complete. We can get going. APU is on, APU bleed on, external power off. Door is closed. I need to get the rest of the stuff closed. Auto, auto, auto. And before start checklist, parking brake is set. Nope. Now it is. And also call better pushback. Now look, another 319. Beautiful. I'm gonna come here. Take off speeds and thrust, Toga 15, 15, 19. Windows closed. Beacon is on before start checklist is complete. Let's wait for the pushback. I mean, so far it's going good. First landing was okay. Now the question is, how are we gonna deal with the landing in Rio? Because that's 500 meters less runway than here. But it's sea level, at least that. Alright. Let's wait until he connects. Jet bridge.
Some doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected.
Yeah, detach this.
I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
You are absolutely right. Let me just confirm that the APU is on and the parking brake is set. Indeed it is, so I can remove that.
All doors are clear, ready to connect. Track from 5 left, report ready. Check on the chief has left, go 1020.
Oh, we could backtrack. I mean, yeah, we could. So this portion right here is closed. But I think we can skip this. We can be fine. If I look at the performance, V1 max, the stop margin is still 158 meters, so we can get that. We can absolutely get that. São Paulo Tower, TAM 3932, stand 7, request push and start.
TAM 3932, clear to push and start. Tail to right,
now
contact
connected
to
and advise
November.
that ping is secured. Please release parking brake.
Clear to push and start, turning right, facing taxiway November, TAM 3932. At TAM 3932, confirm that's south direction.
Tail for your right, sir. For runway
Got it.
35.
Copy, tail to the right for runway 35 left, TAM 3932. Alright, we're clear to push. Let's go. Brakes are released, clear to go.
Tower TAM 3950.
Starting pushback now,
Oh boy.
and you may start your engine.
Alright, we're clear to start.
3950.
Let's listen to those
São Paulo
engines
Tower,
again.
Good afternoon. Stand by for copy.
Let's start 1 and 2 this time.
1030 ready for departure. Go 1030. Clear to take off runway 35 left, wind is 320 degrees, 07 knots. Clear to take off 35 left, go 1030. The 3950, you are cleared to Rio de Janeiro asphalt flight level 270, runway in use 35 left, via Tribaravo departure Nibru transition squawk 3745.
Clear to Rio de Janeiro, flight level 270, runway 35 left via 3 Bravo departure Nibru transition squawk 3745 for 103950.
103950, read back correct.
I had to. Engine 1 avail, starting 2. Man, I love to see so many 319s.
30 airborne at 52, contact Unicom 128 and have a great flight. Bye bye, sir. Unicom 122, destinate, go 1030, have a good day. Have a good day, Merry Christmas.
Operation completed. Please set parking brake.
Parking brake set, clear to disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Please
Engine
set
2
parking.
avail. That goes to off, that goes to off. Speed brake armed, flaps 3. Trim. Up 0.0. That is set. After start checklist. Anti-ice not required. Ecam status is checked. Pitch trim 0. Rudder trim 0. After start checklist is complete. Wait for the hand signals. And our taxi is gonna be pretty simple. Straight ahead, then left into Juliet.
Tow is now disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on your right, Captain. See you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. See you next time. I just love to see so many 319s. Alright, and because again this is a short taxi, I'm gonna do extra set of flows here. Wait until we receive the hand signal. There we go, hand signal is received. Weather radar on. Actually, first should be the flight controls. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. That is checked. Rudder is checked.
Ready for push and start.
That's set. Auto brake. That's it. Oh, you made your pushback on taxi with Mike here at São Paulo. It's meant to pushback on the November to block. Oh shit, sorry.
3950.
That's
3950.
Confirm how many minutes you gonna push and start.
I was just about to call you, Tim. 3950.
Roger, 3950, clear to push and start.
How did I miss that?
On taxiway November.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see, man. Alright guys, check this out. So I pushed back to this line and I should have gone to that line. My mistake. Alright, let's call him. São Paulo Tower 103932, request taxi.
103932, Roger, are you able to take off from taxiway Juliet?
Affirm we can accept Juliet 103932.
Roger, 103932. 32, taxi via Mike, Lima and Juliet, QNH 1016.
Mike, Lima, and Juliet, 103932, QNH 1016. Alright, let's go. Brake check. And they do work. Yeah, I was on the wrong. I was pushing back and thinking like, this looks like a taxiway.
Down 4465, clear to push and start. Tail right on taxiway November. Clear to push and start on November. Tail.
Alright, I'm not gonna go very fast, because otherwise, again, we're gonna be requiring some brake action. Brake action, yeah. So, that's a no-no. Taxi checklist. Flight controls check. Flag setting config 3. Radar and protective wind shear is on. Mode selector is on normal. ECAM memo. Landing no blue. Taxi checklist is complete. Let me just confirm that NOTAM we had for São Paulo. Yeah, it's not 4 hour. Oh, actually, it's 4 hours. SIDR nav band 3 Bravo runway 39. So, procedure of equipment or maintain V2 plus 10 until 3,500. Then V2 plus 10 until 5,500. Okay. So I'll do it this way. So it's 3,500 for thrust reduction, 5,500 for acceleration. That's absolutely set. One missed item.
Roger, 103950, join taxiway Mike, 3950, you are able to take off from taxiway Juliet? Stand by. Roger. Affirmative. Roger, 103950, join taxiway Mike, taxi via Mike, Lima and Juliet, QNH 1016.
Cabin crew prepare for departure.
Join Mike, Lima, Juliet, and then 35 left, 1016, 103950.
And Juliet is on the left. No, negative. That's India. Already switched the transponder to TARA because we have no other traffic on arrival, so it will not be messing up with their departure. So remember, straight ahead until 3,500, right hand turn max to 10. Sounds good. There's Juliet on the left. São Paulo Tower 103932, approaching Juliet, we're ready for departure.
103932, Roger, line up and take off runway 35 left from Juliet, wind is 300 degrees, 07 knots.
Line up and depart, runway 35 left from Juliet, time 3932. Final is clear, lights are on. Lineup checklist. Take off runway 35 left is confirmed. TCAS, TARA, and PAX 1 and 2 off. Lineup checklist is complete.
Follow company on.
You guys are ready?
Follow on Airbus company. On via taxiway.
Floppo, just in time.
1016.
Welcome, how are you?
1016 will follow company Airbus aircraft, where Mike, Lima, and Juliet, Tom 4465.
That was a bit abrupt. Let's spool them up. Got takeoff okay from Sim Crash Flyer. Stabilized, chrono on. Mantoga, SRS. Runway, auto thrust blue. Thrust set, love the sound. Speed is alive.
Tower, hello, good afternoon.
100 knots.
V1,
rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Nav. Look at that view.
44 Delta, good afternoon, sir. São Paulo Tower. Continue approach runway 35.
Okay, I want to see the views. So, autopilot 1.
Continue approach, minute 016, 44 Delta Whiskey.
Speed out star, autopilot 1 auto thrust.
Down 3932, airborne at 02, contact Unicorn 228 and have a great flight, sir. Bye bye. Merry Christmas.
Over to 122.8, 103932. Muito obrigado, bom Natal.
Obrigado.
Alright, I don't know what the hell happened with our speed there, but that was not cool.
Down 44 Delta
Let's go back one on. Do you see what happened there?
320 degrees, 07 knots, runway
Our speed started to
35
bleed
left,
off
clear for
crazily.
landing.
F speed, flaps 1. Let's go again, autopilot 1. Back 2 on. Oh my god, yes! And I'm gonna be leveling off here. As speed flaps 0.
With Airbus on file. 3950.
Speed brakes, disarm, lights off.
35 left before the traffic, after the traffic.
Alright, we can switch to Unicom. 290 set. Just climb. Speed altitude constraint. Indeed, and let's listen to those engines pull up on the climb out. Man, beautiful, that was beautiful. Look at that. And there we go, I think we're gonna start to climb. Oh yeah. Goodbye, São Paulo. Let's see outside view. Oh yeah. That was beautiful. Okay. Transition altitude 8,000 feet. There's 8,000, so standard set 1, 2, and 3. Reading 8, 1 now. Yep, that's checked. Cross check. Looks good. Forgot to switch off the brake fan. It's my mistake. Are we looking in terms of temperatures? Yeah, we still have some leftover temperature, but I mean, look, 90, 80 degrees is perfectly fine. So, I can live with that. And I feel like we're gonna have to leave the seatbelt sign on again the entire flight because it's a little bit turbulent. There's 10,000 feet, lights off. And again, over the Serra. beautiful. Matheus, thank you so much for coming in to control São Paulo Tower. That was really nice. That was really, really cool. Now ATC in Rio. Right now. Oh, wait. Oh, they even simulated like they have some magazines. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. A319. Bem-vindo a bordo, that means welcome aboard. Mercado, that's market. That's really cool, man. I love the wooden detail. This is it looks really nice with this grayish panel. Really cool. Oh, and the wooden panel here as well, wooden floor. I like how they style this. I usually never explore this part of the airplane, but this actually looks cool. I prefer to sit here, but yeah. Matheus, thank you guys, that was amazing. Man, your work was amazing. I'm so sorry for pushing back into mic. I honestly looked into the charts and didn't catch up the mistake, so terribly sorry. I absolutely love the view of the engine. And I believe I could sit more up front. No? No, that's literally the most up front view I can get of the engine. I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, again, short flight, lots of preparation. So we're gonna get some minimums, some weather stuff, and I'm gonna have to start introducing values here, starting with QNH 1009 in Rio. Oh my god, the wind is 17012. 12 knots in X-plane is not fun. Temperature 33. Flaps full, of course, and minimum 700 plus 50 because this is minimum descent altitude, so 750. MDA. Yeah, flaps full, so nothing here. Let me come to landing performance. Reset 20 left is correct. Compute auto brake too low. What about auto brake medium? Ha, interesting. So we, oh no, wait, we could go with medium on the other one as well. Alright, so margin 172 meters. But we are lighter on this one. We are lighter on this one. And the headwind is 10 knots headwind, so it does help a little bit. We have 100 meters of margin. So 172 meters is essentially, I think we spoke about this. So let me come in. Let me come in and show you guys this. So if I come to Google Maps, and that's going to be a little bit quicker to get there. Good. So if we come in here and we analyze the touchdown markers can have a little bit of movement, okay? But the other markers, they have a specific distance. So if I come here, there should be a way to where's the so let's say from here to here, it should be 150 meters roughly. 144, it's 150. So each marker is 150 meters. So the landing distances are calculated with 50 feet above threshold and landing on the touchdown zone, which is right here. So from the touchdown zone, we have 172 meters of tolerance. So essentially, I would say roughly, from here to here will be 150 meters. From here, we have an extra of 20 meters. So if we don't land by this marker right here, it's a go-around, even if we touch the runway, okay? So that's how it's going to be done. We either land earlier on this part, from here to here, let's say, But if we pass the touchdown markers, these here, and we're gonna come towards these ones, and we pass these, and we don't land, it's a missed approach. It's a go around. I do not care, because it's literally from here to the end of the runway, 858 meters. So, not a joke, alright? This is one of the most important parts of this next leg. Now, I've got the minimus, I've got the approach set. At this point, progress page, I'm going to clear this. I don't think we're going to need it. I'll leave the secondary for now. Performance all seems good. We've done that. So let's do the arrival briefing. Right? I think we could do that. I think we could do the arrival briefing and then have some time, some calm time for the rest of the stuff. So, status is fine. Status is all fine. Just one thing before that. 1858, standby, 1858. 1858 plus 984, that'll be 2842, so 2.9. 2.9 is diversion fuel. So, status is all looking good, weather is fine, we checked the METAR as well, 170, 12, good visibility, few clouds at 3000, temperature 33, so I don't expect that we'll have any difficulties exactly related to weather, apart from perhaps some variable wind, but at least right now it is set as stable, so pretty good. We have no NOTAMs, no anti-ice, terrain radar will be on. Top of descent, automatically calculated, don't really care about it now. We're going to do SDU 1 Alpha arrival page 10-2 Bravo, effective from the 2nd of December of 2021. We are arriving from Kavun to Romeo Juliet 313, Romeo Juliet 307 between flight level 110 and 090, Romeo Juliet 021, Romeo Juliet 308, this is where the fun begins, flight level 080, SLO 7,000 feet, Galud 6,000 feet. So from this part, as you can see, this is 4.5 plus 7.1, this is like 12 miles roughly. It's 11.6 miles of distance. So at this point, it's not a lot of space. If we carry a lot of speed into this area, we might have some hard time to comply with the constraints, okay? Additionally, airport elevation, we know it's 10 feet. Transition level by ATC, we're going to check that in a moment. I think we're going to assume 080, RNP or RNAV1 required, so we comply with that. Speaking of that, we're going to check the something that I forgot, which is to check the GPS coverage. I'll be checking that in a moment. GNSS required, and this category Alpha Bravo and Charlie. Important stuff, MSA, flight level 075, flight level 095, within 10 miles of the airfield, 5,500, towards the water, 5,000, because there is this huge mountain right here that we will have to avoid. So a lot of attention regarding terrain. From this we'll jump to the RMP Foxtrot, runway 20 left, page 22-1 from the 8th of November 2024, Cat Alpha Bravo Charlie, so fits us. Same MSA, final approach fix, platform altitude 1980, so this is going to be important. And speed alt star, kind of missed it, so a little bit of a not so soft level off. Alt cruise, alright, we are in the cruise. And continuing the checklist, correction of briefing. So I'm going to come from Galud mandatory 6,000 to Romeo Juliet 946 mandatory 4,800 to Romeo Juliet 031 at 3,000, Romeo Juliet 107 max 160 knots, important, and then Romeo Juliet 941 maximum 160 knots. So here's a couple of things that we can do. Our final approach, descent, let's say our approach with the RNAV starts at 1,980 feet on Romeo Juliet 107. And here's the thing, as you can see, the black line tells us that we, let's say if it would be cloudy, we wouldn't be able to see anything. We would be doing this procedure, so we'll be going down from here on the 3-degree flight path exactly to the MDA, which would be 750 for us, level off, and then we either would be able to see the runway or not, okay? But we have an extra visual, I would call it pattern, traffic, whatever, which tells us that if we want just to keep a continuous descent of 3 degrees, because this is what would put us towards the runway, we would be waiting, so we would miss the descent, fly straight ahead until 3.6 miles to Romeo Juliet 941, and then we would put a 3 degrees descent, and that would put us towards the runway. Because the weather is actually good, this is what I want to do, okay? So what we're going to be doing, we will be arriving at 2,000 feet, because it's a 20-feet difference. 2,000 feet, we're going to pass Romeo Juliet 107, keep on nav. I'm not going to activate app nav, and I'm going to select 800 feet on the autopilot, change to vertical correction to flight path angle on track, and then set a -3 degree flight path just before we hit 3.6, so the airplane actually has time to get that 3 degrees. And that's what we're going to be doing until the end. Of course, remember to set the missed approach altitude. Missed approach altitude is climbed to 4,000, turn right, direct to Romeo Juliet 942. This is if we go around at the Romeo Juliet 941. Right on course 16 up to Romeo Juliet 490 for holding. So that's straight ahead right there, 4,000 holding. If we're going to continue onward, we have an extra chart because there you have a note for visual prescribed track C22-10 Alpha. Here it is, 22-1 Alpha. That's the wrong one. There's a mistake here. 22-10 Alpha, 221 Alpha. There is no 2210 Alpha here. That's a mistake. And here it is, RNP Foxtrot, so this is correct. From this waypoint, we have a right continuous turn towards the runway heading, or runway track 199. We're going to be just above the bridge, Rio-Niterói Bridge, and that's where we're going to be leveling wings and coming in. Oh, we have already reached our top of descent. So, tricidal descent. Let's set 110 initial. Alright, if we go missed, left-hand turn, join the instrument missed approach to Romeo Juliet 942, max 200 knots, 1,300, okay? Got some buildings there as well, a lot of buildings, a lot of that stuff. Because if we go around during the visual maneuvering, climbing to 4,000, direct to Romeo Juliet 494 to intercept the trajectory of the missed approach published. Specific situation during the go around, the minimum gradient may reach 7.6% to comply with the altitude restriction of Romeo Juliet 942. So let's say 7.6. Very quickly, let's say we're going to climb out at 150 knots. 150 times 7.6, that's 1,140 feet a minute. We can definitely comply with that. Alright, so that's going to be our approach. No radio navs, our nav approach. Alternative fuel, our diversion fuel is 2.9. At this point we have 4.1, so long enough. Flaps, full, auto brake medium, manual braking at the end. Exit and taxi, I'm going to exit at the very end. There is no other way to do it. So exiting at Echo, correction, yeah, exiting at Echo, Delta, towards the apron, and we could go to the same stand where we started from. This is stand number 3, or we could just elongate a little bit and go to stand like number 7 or something like that. So stand number 3 here. Special considerations: land on the markers. Remember, if we pass the touchdown point, we only have the space until the next markers. Otherwise, it's a missed approach. Not overweight, no nothing. So seems good. That's the brief complete. Okay. Alright, now, I have to do something that I forgot to do on the other one. Decelerate, we are looking good on profile, airplane catched up just fine. If we go to data, we go to GPS, no correction, we go to prog page, we go to predictive GPS, and we check here at our destination, estimated time of arrival. We have always enough GPSs so we can actually make the approach safely. This is important because our approach is only based by GPS. So let's say if we wouldn't have enough GPS coverage, our GPS position would be compromised. And well, today it's a pretty good day with good conditions. We wouldn't be exactly flying into a mountain, or if we would, we'd probably see it. But on a day in hard IMC, that would be definitely a very, very, very scary thing to do. Oh, nav RA2 fault, lovely. Radio altimeter 2 fault. Well, clear. What do we have here? Cat 2 only, radio altimeter 2, Cat 3. Well, disregard that, that's all good. Crew awareness, we can keep going, we're not going to do any Cat 3 landings. Yep, looking good. Looking good. I also could suggest doing the following, because this is an unfamiliar, I mean, here's what we could do. You see here, this is 0.9 miles, 1.4 miles, so this is like, this is 2 miles of distance. Yeah, we're gonna have to be fully configured for landing at this point. There is no max 160 knots, forget this thing. Unless you are a King Air and you're flying visual, you don't care. That's fine, but on this airplane, we're going to be fully configured by Romeo Juliet 941. Gear down, flaps full, all that stuff. Landing checklist complete by this point, and we're going to be focused on landing. So if we have to do that, it's 4 miles here, 2,000 feet here. Yeah, we're going to definitely start configuring from Romeo Juliet 107. Definitely. So 160 here, and from here we could do the full configuration. And then we start to descend. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Alright, so how are we looking? Looking good. Everything seems fine. TCAS standby. Did I? No? What? Radio altimeter 1+2 fault? Are you serious? Terrain standby. What is going on here? Alright, so let's see for landing. Flap lever 3. Oh no. GPWS landing flap 3 on, landing distance procedure, deployment, landing gear down, direct law. Are you serious? Guys, who of you was it? I mean, if landing flap 3, this is in direct law. There is no way I would be flying to that airport. I mean, we can land there with flaps 3, but I don't want to go there with alternate law, or I mean direct law. Direct law. Are they serious? Okay, so I mean, it's a choice. We either divert and we don't make the landing in Rio, or I cleared one of the faults and we continue. Do you want to see? Do you want to see the? Do you want to see the landing in Rio, or you want to see me divert and we would probably just divert to the other Rio airport? That's gonna be it. T-Fox, welcome. Safe flights. Thank you very much. We just got a double radio altimeter failure, so we cannot land at where we're flying. I want to see a safe landing. Well, we're gonna get a safe landing regardless, but it's whether you want to see the landing in Rio or you want to see the landing in I mean, because in this condition, I'm not gonna fly to to this airport. I'm gonna fly to the other airport in Rio, the large one, but that's not gonna be interesting. Or we could do this and we'll later repeat the flight into Rio. Well, let's say this happened for sure, okay? And we're gonna have to do the other approach. So let me think a little bit. We have fuel. We have enough fuel. We're gonna stop climb at flight level 110. Emil, diversion to big airport in Rio and then ferry flight to Santos. Yeah, let's say they fixed the failure. Okay, this is gonna be a long stream. We're gonna level off at 11. Romeo Juliet 201. Okay, clear the caution right now. I want to do 201. Oh, 021, sorry. 021, hold, computed, insert. So we're gonna do the hold, we'll talk with ATC, maintain speed and altitude star, speed is good. And I need to jump into the charts. So I can remove both of these. And the approach, get out of here. Airport, we need Galeão. There we go, charts. So first things first, I want to see the parking spots and I want to see airport information right here. Weather 050, what's going on with the speed? I'm gonna go minimum clean. Just save as much fuel as we can. And yeah. Let the airplane do its thing now. Okay, so wind 050 at 8. 050 at 8, that stands for runway 10. At least I would go for runway 10. Let's see, star. I want to see what type of stars do we have, so perhaps we can at least go from something. Okay, this one is not too bad. Runway 10. Let's pin this. Approach ILS X-ray, runway 10 from VTOX. That actually fits correctly. What happened there with the altitude mate? Perhaps some weather change. Alright, sorry. I didn't notice you weren't seeing the charts. So if we fly this, we can start from Papeb to Vusra, Golf Lima 041, VTOX, and off we go. Fly direct to Vusra. From VTOX, initial approach fixed to Gavu, Golf Lima 008, Golf Lima 107, and then into the approach. As we're gonna get there, we vacate. We vacate somewhere there. We're gonna have to push back. Push back, no, taxi all the way down to some of the apron here. 10-9 Charlie. 10-9 Charlie. We're gonna have to go to some different. This is military. Yeah, this is military. So no military parking, but we will not get towards this. Maybe apron 3, like the stands right here, so we can do the maintenance and then we can fly to the other airport. Yeah, that sounds good. So I'm gonna aim for this one. Exit here, taxi all the way back. I mean, sounds good. So let's go here. I'm gonna have to change Asalu from Asalu. So I would have been talking with air traffic control. Stating all of this, we have enough fuel, we have 1 ton still. We'd like to divert to Still Rio because that's gonna be better. And actually we could do like a small foredeck. Okay, so let's do a small foredeck. So what are the facts? We just lost 2 radio altimeters. Because we lost 2 radio altimeters, we've got some problems. First, we cannot use flaps full. Second, if we put the gear down, we enter direct law. What's the problem? Well, the problem is the runway that we have in the in Rio. What options do we really have? I mean, the only option is honestly to divert. What are the best options to divert? Is the closest airport, so that would be the best. Risks. I don't see any risk, honestly. I'm going into a large, big airport, long runway, ILS approach. We do have some terrain, but I don't see any problem with that. So, I mean, direct law, yeah, we're going to put the gear as late as possible. Yeah, we're going to execute and check. So do you guys agree with that? I think so. Let's go. Let's start programming the stuff. Golf Lima, new destination. Insert. Yeah, we're gonna enter destination data, no problem. Arrival. Now I'll need this. ILS 10 X-ray. Or we have others. Of course we have others, but I don't think we... Yeah, this one is fine. No star. Actually, yeah, no star, and we're going from Betox. Or I couldn't put the star, so at least we get the Vusra. Wait. Erase, destination, arrival, ILS, X-ray. This is the POP-HEB 1 Alpha arrival. With no VIA. Insert, and that's it. POP-HEB Vusra, heading and track first. Well, I want to keep being on the hold. Right, we're gonna set a heading. Insert. Can I keep ourselves on the hold? Alright, let's go to Vusra. It's fine. We have enough time. Direct to insert. Let's go performance. I'm gonna activate the approach phase for a single reason. This is gonna keep our clean speed. Maintain flight level 110 for now. And that's it. Weather, we need QNH 1009. Wind 050 at 8, so a little bit of a crosswind there. Correction. Temperature is 36. Flaps are going to be 3. Flaps 3 selected. We also lost GPWS, that's important. And that is going to be mostly it. Sounds good. Alright. Alright. Let's do 80. Keep it there. And keep it there. That is set. That is done. A small briefing, guys. So, what are we doing? We're doing to Vusra, Golf Lima 041, Betox. As we go from Betox, ILS X-ray. Minimas are going to be 216. Which I'm going to be setting. Like that. Config 3. Auto brake. We can use low. So that's good. Long enough runway. I can reset and flaps 3 compute more than enough. 2 kilometers. In fact, we have more margin than the and the runway in Rio. Descent. And from this point onward, yeah, we're gonna do the descent. So capture the ILS from 3,500 to 1,670. Sounds good to me. That's gonna be 7.4 miles out. ITB, missed approach, 7,000 climb, maintain course 097 till 2,000, after to right direct to Papa Charlie X-ray VOR from holding, Porto. Sounds good to me. MSA. Pretty high, a lot of terrain. We lost the GPWS, so we have to be careful with the terrain. Should be fine because we actually are in a good day. That's the rebrief complete. Taxi. Vacate via the right all the way down there to apron number 3. One of these stands, 94, 93 or 92, or maybe even earlier, maybe one of these, so we don't spend that much time. In fact, I might just do that, like some of these stands right here, right in the beginning of the taxi, so we don't spend too much time. Alright, that's a small rebrief. We are approaching 10,000. LS push buttons are coming up. Lights on, and now we would need to do a PA for the passengers. So, alright, let's simulate actually a PA, because, well, if I'm gonna fly for the airlines, I need to do this, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking from the flight deck. We've encountered a small technical problem that does not affect directly the safety of the flight. However, due to that, we are unable to land in Santos Dumont, Rio de Janeiro airport. Because of that, we are diverting to Galeão and Tony Carlos, where we're going to be doing a technical stop, short technical stop. Passengers that will have, I mean, we don't have any connection flights, never mind. I would surely know this, but screw the connection flights. As soon as we have more information, I'll let you know, but we anticipate a stop in Galeão and Tony Carlos Airport to assess the technical state of the airplane, and from that point we're going to give more information. Please follow the cabin crew instructions. This is going to be a normal landing, but make sure to pay attention to the briefings that the cabin crew gives, just for your safety. Thank you very much. Yes, in Crash Fighter, that's exactly gonna be it. Alright, Golf Lima. I'm gonna maintain 8,000 here, above 8,000, so maintaining that. I think the VNAV is kinda off. TCAS is standby, terrain is standby. Yeah, TCAS is broken. Speed Alt Star. Alt. Fuel is still good. We still have 1 ton above. Alright, let's review our decision. So, we had this problem. We decided to divert to São Paulo. We are now on the approach for correction to Rio. No ATC, no traffic, at least for now. I would have to visually confirm now. That's gonna be it. Where's Emil? Oh, Emil is just passing by. He's gonna go for that, and yeah, that's kind of like it. I don't see any problem, any risks for now. Apart from the fact that I feel like I will have to do this descent on my own. Oh, additional thing, because we will be coming to direct law, I will deploy the gear as late as possible, so that's going to be non-standard. Great PA. Emil, you're making fun of me, I know. QNH 1019 is going to be set. 1019 set here and set here. We are reading 7.3 on all sides, that's correct. And let me confirm transition altitude is going to be 80. So I'll just change that so it stops flashing. And perhaps we can do a quick splash of fuel, and we'll get a departure and get the plane to Santos Dumont, because the plane needs to be there. I feel like my mind is still a little bit bugged, because I have the briefing for the for the other approach in my mind, but we're not doing it, so. Alright, approach phase is activated, correct, config 3, all looks good, 10,000, LS push buttons are on, let me just confirm, RadNav, ITB 1093 is correct, 097 is correct, performance is good, all is good. Secondary, I'm gonna copy the active and leave it there, performance, nice. Speed out star, keep the descent, down to 3,500. Let's go flaps 1. I'll go vertical speed. So, a review, approach procedure for landing, flap lever 3, landing distance procedure, apply. Actually, can I add something here? Anti-ice running condition dry, brake reverse on, pilot V app. Say if I add 5 knots. That doesn't really affect air conditioning on, nothing here, but there would be a procedure, must probably check that. Landing gear down, direct law, affected system radio altimeters off, altitude callouts out, cap 2, TCAS, GPWS terrain off. Clear recam, clear status. Okay, we need to slow down. I will actually do flaps 2 and then keep the speed brakes. Let's go flaps 2. Because we are high, we're very high. How did I get all of this altitude grabbed? But that's alright. We can catch it up. 13 miles to go. That's arm approach mode. Ah, I can arm the approach mode. Just the localizer, but not approach mode. Okay, fine. Cabin crew prepare for landing. Set a lower altitude, 1,700. We missed the approach checklist. Let's do it really quickly. Barrel ref set 1009. Seatbelts are on. Minimums 216 set. Auto brake low. Engine mode selector normal. Approach checklist is complete. Runways in sight. Let's go flaps 3. That's associated. Non-standard. Yeah, the approach isn't working. Interesting. Let's go autopilot off. 7,000 missed approach. Flight directors off. Bird on. Clear the status. Alright. Lights. Speed brakes out. Unarmed.
Zibo traffic
Upstream.
4465, establish on RP Fox runway 20 left.
And airport elevation is essentially sea level. Let's go gear down. And direct claw. Use manual pitch trim. So essentially what the airplane now is doing is it's a Cessna. It is a real Cessna. So we're gonna have to manually trim it, and it's gonna be quite more sensitive. So I went a little bit low, correcting. What's going on with the speed there? VM 13. Let's do 136. Alright, and landing checklist. Go around altitude 7,000 feet is set. Cabin crew is advised. Income memo. Bloody first officer. You will be fine. Alright. Now, flight airplane. Be within 1 dot deflection. Almost left the ILS out there. Cabin secured. Landing checklist is complete. And I'm trimming the airplane as well. So power is good. Gear is good. Everything seems good. A bit low, correcting. Oh, we were good on the ILS though. Yeah, as you can see, no callouts, no nothing. Really weird. Alright, cut the power to idle. Touchdown. Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. Past 100 knots. At 70 knots. 47, auto brakes off. Reverse is off. Set the chrono. Brake fan. Well, here we are. Not exactly where we were supposed to be, but still safe. Safe, that's what matters.
4465 on short final runway 20 left.
Have a nice landing.
Thank you. You too.
Alright, vacated on Charlie Charlie. Now let's do the flow properly. And this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry for that. It's very hard doing this all properly alone. Clear left, clear right. Start the APU. All the brake temps. Not too bad, okay, not too bad. Ooh, okay. I can shut this off, I can shut this off, I can put the flood directors back on. And we're now taxiing towards the ramp. I'll try to turn on Tango. That'll be a fast turn.
Nicely done. Thank you.
Oh, Amel is landed.
Carda Zibo traffic, Tower 446 flight crossing runway 20 right.
Emil, can you hop on Discord and show the landing, please? I wanna show your landing to the people here. I'm gonna hop on Discord. This is a long taxi. So we can get some content while we are fixing our plane. I believe next left is going to be Tango. Yeah.
Carda Zibo traffic, Tower 465 runway 20 left and 20 right is getting.
Yep, that's Tango. Keep going into Mike until Lima 1 for the terminal clear on the left. And spend more time on the ground here. As long as we don't smoke the brakes, because that's gonna be affecting our next leg. Clear right, clear left, huge airport. Five minutes on, I'm gonna go yellow electric pump. Shut down number 2. AP lead.
Did you mean to call?
Yeah, I meant, I wanted, if you can you share your replay for the landing while they fix our plane? At least I can show something.
Yeah, sure.
Good.
Let me just do some procedures.
How was the landing?
Just parked.
Yeah, take your time, I'm still taxiing as well.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Runway turn off, lights off. We're gonna be turning here. Or maybe you can go to one of the gates as well. So let maintenance come on board. What the hell is this? Is this some sort of lights? Yeah, let's go to one of the gates. I'm kinda lost here. Where am I supposed to taxi? Wait, what? It's red line, there's blue line. Ah, okay, got it. Okay. Alright, perfect. So we get to one of these stands. Let's go to 147. So this way we don't have to push back. We're gonna save a bunch of time just starting up and going. Although it feels a little bit small for our type of airplane, but we'll see how it goes. No, I'm good. Pocket brake set, that is good. Shut off. Yellow electric pump off, that goes off, beacon light goes off. Okay, so transponder standby 2000. That's good, that's good, that's good. Let's see, do we fit here? Okay, we do perfectly. Chocks on, external power. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's say we're gonna go with external power on. Switch off the APU, perhaps. Yeah, and wait. Now I would just simply wait. So let's do not leave the passengers. So we're gonna go open. And I'm gonna put cones, people, cleaning van as the maintenance. No, I want the rest closed. Close, close. Yeah, that's maintenance, that's us. Where are the stairs though? Do we have stairs? No? Yes? No? Ah, no. Okay, so I'll put this once. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, so maintenance is gonna fix the airplane. We did well, I think. Still plenty of fuel. Reset the chrono, 1 hour and 6. 47 minutes of flight. Reset that, reset that. And I'm gonna go very quickly to Simbrief. Emil, have you finished? Okay, Emil has finished. So I'm gonna do this, standby. By the way, I cannot hear you. I don't know why.
I'm not speaking.
Ah, okay, you're not speaking. Alright, and you're live. You can show to everybody your landing in Saint-Dumont.
Yeah. Do you want to go backwards a bit?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
And which view do you want? From the cockpit?
You can show the outside. Yeah, like that. That looks beautiful, by the way.
So, I busted it a bit, like 1.6 G, but that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, who cares as long as it's safe.
Yeah, it was safe.
Did you do it a fully RNP, or did you do a visual, like a descent plan like I wanted to do? I don't know if you heard or not.
I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, just basic RNP then visual part,
Okay.
as in charts.
Man, it's really cool. Now there's a speedboat. Oh, I didn't remember that you had the 320 CFM. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect, man.
Like I did idle at, I believe, 50 or something.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted to land just in time. Cause
Oh, that's perfectly done.
Passengers.
That's wonderful, dude.
I can do this new.
Oh, that was very well done. Guys, everybody clap for Emil. Ah, that's good. That's very good. That's very, very good. Thanks for showing that, man. Alright, and now I will have to jump into Simbrief again. And I have to do a very quick plan, like a super fast plan. Edit flight will be flight number, this is gonna be 311 because screw it. And we're flying from, what is this? Golf Romeo, right? I think it's Gulf Romeo. No, Gulf Romeo, it's the other side. I forgot. Gulf Lima. Galeão. Yep, and that's gonna be exactly it. So we're gonna do this departure and essentially join the approach at which we're gonna be doing, which we were supposed to be doing. Oh, we just got 80s? We've got 80s now? Yeah, we've got 80s. An approach, I guess? What is this? Yeah, control. Oh, wow. We've got 80s in control. Holy cow. Alright, let's reconnect. 311, connect. Yes, I know. Sim brief. Brief file. That's him. 190. I don't think I want to go this high. 190. Flights, unload, import from sim brief. Ogrok 1 Alpha. Below 190. We're gonna maintain 130. Or 120. That's gonna be enough. 120. Speed is good. Direct to Asalu. And that's gonna be exactly it. File the flight plan. Flight plan is filed. That's done. Okay, so maintenance came on board and cleared. I mean, this is this is just fun. I did not plan this, guys. Reset all.
2,500.
Welcome.
2,000. 1,500.
You welcome. You went alive now. All right, view PDF. We need 5 tons of fuel. So loading performance, same passengers. Nobody decided to got off. So 5,147 will be 5,200. That's correct. That on, and on. That's all set. Init page again. Off we go. Perhaps a quick IRS realign. Romeo Juliet. Align. Our alternate is again Sierra Bravo Charlie Foxtrot. We are TAM 311. Cost index 8120. GPS primary, beautiful. Flight plan red nav, not required progress page. I'll leave it for now. I will wait. I will need to set the weights here. 50.8. CG 30. Block fuel 5.2. Set. Looking good. And uplink takeoff data. Yeah, wait, we need to set the runway. So let's see 80s. Alpha, RNP Zulu 15, runway 15, departing 10, transition level 90, so departure 10. We went for Ogrok 1 Alpha. No transition, insert, arrival. Let's see 80s for the other one. RNP Foxtrot or RNP Golf, runway 20 left, so 20 left Foxtrot, no star. Actually, wait, we have a star. Asalu, no transition, insert, that's it. Let's see. Plan mode, range, left hand turn, that's correct. Sidur Usalu. Beautiful. 7,000 transition altitude. That's correct. Let's uplink some takeoff data, request the data. Performance, let's come here already and set 090. What message is that? 10-3 uncleared, flight level 120, routing SDU. Direct Asalu. Grok Squawk 3615. Oh, thank you very much. 3615. This guy is great. 3615. Transponder on. No readback required. Report ready for pushback and startup. End of message. Thank you so much. This guy is great. And this is what is this? Rio Control 119.0. Alright, that's set. We've got fuel on board, pumps are on, start the APU. Thank you very much for the maintenance, guys. Let's see, wheels. We still have some temperature on the brakes. I suggest we delay the gear retraction. Okay, so because we have the clearance, we just have to advise ready for start. We need a very quick departure briefing and arrival briefing at the same time because this is going to be a jet blast going through. Let me just check here. Data, GPS, monitor. Wrong one. Sorry. In 31. ETA. So let's say in 45 minutes it's going to be 20:45. Yes, 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 yes. So that's good. That's great. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. All right. Flaps full indeed. We need to set minimas, weather stuff, and so on. 17012. Did I hit the APU start? Yes, I did. Hit the APU bleed on so the passengers don't complain about the heat. 1009. MDA was 750, remember. So this I believe it was 750. Yes, that's set. Okay, very good. 12,000 is set. Still no speeds. Uplink received. We're gonna go with flex. Insert uplink. Flaps on. Okay, guys, let's go for a very quick and dirty departure briefing and arrival briefing. So it's very simple, okay? I'm gonna go this very quickly. We're on apron 1. I'm going to be starting on the stand, probably blue line, Lima 1, Mike, Papa Quebec, runway 10. Wind is fine, we just took off, we just landed there, it looked good. Our departure, Ugrok 1 Alpha departure, RNAV 1, we comply with that, drag to Vuruk, left hand turn to Ugrok, Ilnib above 130, below Lobam, below 190. I requested 120, they approved, so we're going to go 120 all the way down to Sidur. From Sidur, we're going to proceed direct to Asalu, perhaps a little bit earlier. Asalu, mandatory 7,000, Galut 6,000, okay? Remember the speeds. From Galut to RJ 940, mandatory 4,800, RJ 031, 3,000, RJ 107, max 160. From this point, we start configuring for the final approach, like full flaps, gear, landing checklist, all that stuff. We have 4 miles to do this, so as early we do this, the better it is. Alright, from this point, Romeo Juliet 941, 2,000 feet, configured with the landing checklist complete, and then straight ahead until 3.6, then a 3 degrees descent to Romeo Juliet 941. Missed approach, climb to 4,000, remember towards the hold. We've covered the MSA, we've covered the minimus, 700, plus 50 operational, operational. From here, over the bridge, right hand turn to 199er. Remember, very important, landing performance. Let me reset this and compute. Auto brake medium. Same margin, roughly the same weight, so we cannot land past the second markers. That's very, 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 very important. Okay? Other than that, we're gonna depart out of here, flag 70, flaps 1, speeds 29, 29, 32. Delay the gear retraction, and that's gonna be basically it. Sounds good to you? Definitely sounds good to me. AP is on, external power off. Parking brake is on. Could have taken off the parking brake, but forgot about that. So auto, close, 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 auto, beacon light on. Brief is complete, TCAS is on. That's all set. Before start checklist, brakes is set, takeoff speeds and thrusts. 29, 29, 30, flex 70, windows closed on both sides. Beacon is on. Before start checklist is complete. Alright, what stand is this? 147. 147, let me just confirm. Still information alpha indeed. Diversion fuel. Oh, one thing I forgot to do is diversion fuel. Diversion fuel is still 2.1. So 2.1. Correction, no. Yes, 2.1 diversion fuel. 2.9. Jesus Christ, sorry. 2.9. Tired already. Okay, let's give him a call. Stand 147. Clear to start. And this is a real control. Uh, 119.0.
Lima 4, Yankee 2, 1561.
Bom dia, boa tarde. O Eagle 5508, pista 195, pouso autorizado, quem negar 1009.
Pouso autorizado 195 para o Eagle 5508.
Lima Victor Golf Tango Tango, proceed to Igdut, descent to 6,400 feet, connecting 1009, you are cleared for the Airbus Zulu runway 15, report established.
Direct air route and descent 6,400 feet. And we're clear to RMP Zulu runway 15, Tango.
Let me just find some charts here. Something I forgot. The ground charts for like for the smaller portion. Alright. Rio Control, very good evening. TAM 311, stand 147 with information alpha. Request startup.
TAM 311, very good evening. You're cleared for the startup. Report for taxi.
Clear for startup, we'll report for taxi. TAM 311. Alright, let's go. Before start is complete. That goes on. That goes on. Remove that. Starting one.
6701, established final runway 15.
Starting this one from the cockpit.
106701, continue our approach, standing by for landing clearance. Winds. Wind at Galeão 150 degrees, 9 knots, Canadian 1009.
So this would be Yankee 2 Lima 1. Yankee 2 Lima 1. Lima 1, November and Papa perhaps. There goes the fuel. Guys, it's been a long stream, holy cow. And if I light number 2.
Eagle 5508, bem-vindo ao Rio, livre a próxima esquerda na Foxtrot.
5508 vai livrar na próxima.
Bem próxima esquerda na Foxtrot.
Vai livrar na próxima esquerda, Foxtrot 5508.
There's the fuel. Wonderful.
5508, continua o táxi
The
via
veil lights
Foxtrot,
goes
Bravo,
off,
Lima
off,
4,
off,
Yankee 2,
on.
posição a critério, uma boa noite.
There it is.
Boa tarde.
Alright. Let's do a flight controls check already.
5508, pode, Fox,
Stream 0.
copy your head, 5508.
Afirma Fox, Bravo, Lima 4, Yankee 2, posição a critério.
Full down,
Fox,
neutral,
Bravo, e
full
Lima
left,
4, Yankee 2,
full right,
5508.
neutral, rudder,
Pro serviço.
full left, full
Janeiro,
right. I'm
boa
having
tarde,
a
bom Natal.
deja vu, what the hell.
6701, pistão no 5, pouso
After sun
autorizado,
checklist,
QNH
NTI is not
no
required.
0,
Status checked. Pitch
09.
trim 0. Rudder trim neutral. After sun checklist
6701,
complete.
runway 15, clear to land, connect 1009.
That's land 151009 or temp 6701.
Rear control temp 311 stand 147 request taxi.
10311, taxi approved via Yankee 2, Lima 1, November and Papa, so hold short runway 10, QNH 1009.
Taxi via Yankee 2, Lima 1, November and Papa, holding point runway 10, QNH 1009er, TAM 311. Just as we briefed, lights on, hockey brake released, clear on the right, clear on the left. That was beautiful.
Da 4701, muito boa tarde, pushback acionamento autorizado na faixa Yankee 2, chama
Remove
pro
this
táxi.
stuff. Brake is checked.
chamar pro táxi, tá 470.
Rio 3904, final estabilizado, 200 esquerda.
Tá 3904, pista 20 esquerda, pouso autorizado, vento 2004, 109, que negando 009.
Pouso 3904, grato.
And this is the fun part, there is no taxi line here, so I'm gonna eyeball it. So we already did the flight controls check, so weather radar on an auto, that is set, transponder is set, auto brake set, that is set, and takeoff config, tested. Taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Flap setting 1 plus F is set, radar plenty wind shear on an auto. Engine mode selector is normal, econ memo, landing no blue, landing checklist, correction takeoff no blue, landing checklist. Taxi checklist complete. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Thinking of too many things already. Clear right, clear left. Guys, remember to tune in for the Christmas special on the 25th. I think you'll like it. I'm pretty sure you'll like it. Still with the brake fans on. I'll disengage the brake fans for departure, and remember, delay the gear retraction. So we still have some temperature on the brakes, otherwise it's gonna be hell when we will be coming in for landing in Rio again.
Lima Victor Golf Tango Tango, Roger, reporting on final.
Reporting final, Tango.
Runway ahead.
Ten 6701, welcome to Rio. Indicate to the left on Echo. Continue taxi via Bravo, Lima 4, and Yankee stand up for choice. Have a nice day.
Final seems clear.
Cleared via Echo, Bravo, Lima 4, and Yankee 46701.
There's the holding point. Rio Control 10311 on holding point, runway 10, we're ready for departure.
10311, runway 10, cleared for takeoff. Wind 150 degrees, 9 knots, connect 1009er.
Clear takeoff, runway 10, QNH 1009er, 10311, and confirm we can maintain flight level 120?
Confirm 120, no problem.
120, obrigado, 10311. Right, final's clear, ahead is clear, lineup checklist. Takeoff runway 10 is confirmed, TCAS, TARA, pack 1 and 2, we're gonna keep them on. Lineup checklist is complete. Or you know what, screw it, we're gonna keep them off because it's hot.
Tá, 3904, bem-vindo ao Rio, livrou na Golf, prossegue táxi via Charlie, Juliette, posição 04, uma boa tarde.
Charlie 04, final, boa tarde. Final 04.
Alright, brake fans off. Could do a roller. Take off okay in chat. Chrono on. And flag 70 SRS, auto thrust blue. Thrust is set. Speed alive.
Final runway 15, Lima Victor Golf Tango Tango.
Lima Victor Golf Tango Tango, runway 15.
100 knots.
Wind 150 degrees, 9 knots, connect 1009er.
B1, rotate.
150 to land 1009, Lima Victor Golf Tango.
Positive climb. Hold the gear. Nav. I didn't put the auto brake to max. Really? I'm pretty sure I did. Or perhaps that's because I didn't put the gear up. Just climb out to thrust.
And 311, radar contact on departure, climbing maintain for level 120, no restrictions.
Climbing for level 120, no restrictions, 10311. Alright. Open climb.
Lima Victor Golf Tango Tango, we're gonna be exiting runway via Juliet to apron 5 if possible.
Roger, Juliet, 2.5, no problem. Golf Tango Tango.
Thanks.
Let's go gear up.
Tá 4701, táxi autorizado em frente, via Yankee 2, Lima 1, November e Papata, ponte de espera da pista 10, QNH 1009.
Autorizado táxi até o ponto de espera da 10, via
Yankee
Yankee 2, Lima 1, November e Papa, Altam 470.
Yeah, that's associated. Back to on. For a second I thought what else broke. S speed, flaps 0. Brakes disarm, lights off. So he said no restrictions. We're gonna go. Green out for now, yeah, sounds good. So we visited both Rio airports.
311, turn left, direct to Zibo.
Turn left, direct to Cedar, 10311. Alright. Direct to confirmed. Oh, look at that terrain, man. Wow. That's huge. That is absolutely insane. I'm gonna bypass transition altitude. 70, QNH standard set 1, 2, and 3. Transition level 80. I think I've set it in. 90. 080. Alright, our brake medium. We made the briefing. Let's start to accelerate. That's absolutely insane. This mountain is huge. We're at 9,000 feet.
Welcome to Rio.
Wow.
You can make it to the via Juliet to 815 is the first choice. Have a nice day.
And approaching 10,000 feet, lights off.
Exiting runway 15 via Juliet and parking is at our discretion. Thank you for the control and Merry Christmas too. Gracias, buenas tardes.
Haha! Syncrash Flyer, have to sleep. See you next time. Thanks for the stream. Syncrash Flyer, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this small diversion and all the preparation that we had. That was actually interesting. Let's go to 80. Huge airport. And speed out star. Keep accelerating. Okay. All seems good. Out cruise.
10311, expect RMP Foxtrot for runway 20 left at Santos Dumont. Report when ready to fly to Azalu.
Expecting RNP Foxtrot runway 20 left, and we'll advise when ready to turn direct to Azalu. Thank you. 10311.
Cerona, pistão no zero, decolagem autorizada, vento no 50 graus, 9 nós que negou no 009.
So 3.6, remember 3.6. Salo Galud 7 and 6 mandatory. And then 3.6 we start the descent. Missed approach is 4,000. Alright, let's activate the approach phase already. (1009) will be the QNH. 20 miles there to Asalo. Start to decel. Temp 311, we are ready to turn inbound Asalu.
Temp 311, proceed direct to Azalu. When ready, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1009.
We'll proceed direct to Asalo and descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1009, time 311. Right, let's do like this. Thrust idle up descent. Direct and confirm. Let's do QNH 1009 on all three of them. And approach checklist. Bearer ref set on all three. 1009, reading the same. Seatbelts are on, minimum 750 set, auto brake, medium, engine mode selector, normal. Approach checklist complete. Looking good on the profile. No LS push buttons required. RNF 20 left Foxtrot is correct. 10,000 feet, lights on.
Sobe sem restrição pro 280, tá? 4701.
I mean, I could follow the app nav at this point. Let's do app nav for now. Save some time.
Good afternoon.
Actually, what's the line?
Climbing the 270 direct cable.
Oh crap, what the hell was that?
Identified, climb maintain flight level 270. Expect Hazard 1 Alpha arrival for the RMP Foxtrot. Relay 20 left.
That was interesting.
Okay, climbing flight 270, expecting the RNAV Foxtrot by the ASAL 1 Alpha.
Just idle open descent. Have no idea what happened there.
311, descent maintain 6,000 feet, connection 009, cleared for the RMP Foxtrot, approach runway 20 left, report with field inside.
Set 6,000 feet, cleared RNP Foxtrot, and will report to field inside, QNH 1009 and 10311. So far looks good. Okay, gathered mandatory 6,000, mandatory 4,800 on the next one. Yeah, that'll be it. There's no need to descend. Keep an idle thrust, speed, vertical speed minus 6.
4701, pela esquerda, voe direto a Zuru.
Direto a Zuru, tá? 4701.
Oh, some clouds here. Interesting. How's the temperature? Plus 25. No problem with the icing. This terrain is really huge. Okay, we're gonna level off at 6,000. And the next altitude 4,800. There's VDAF, Altstar. Hit approach, app nav. 4,800. Descent. Actually set 3,000 for the next one. Let's go approach speed. Flaps 1. Had a tiny bit drag. Sync crash fire, small bonus for your overtime. Oh man, thank you. Go sleep now, go get some rest. I believe tomorrow is gonna be a long day for you guys. Alright, 3,000 set.
Vehicle control, good day, Lufthansa 472, flight level 1960, sending
Thank you so much, dude.
Lufthansa 473, very good evening, set squawk 3622.
Okay, we're gonna need some speed brakes.
Lufthansa 472.
Standard 950, double descent.
Or maybe not.
Turn 3950, descent to maintain flight level 090.
0, Lufthansa 950.
Just idle. There we go for descending again. No, I think we're gonna need some speed brakes.
Lufthansa 473,
It's at
we're on the
2,000.
contact for descent, passing flight level 180. Confirm, are you flying direct to what fix?
Say the waypoint again, please.
Which fix are you flying to right now, direct? Is it, which one?
It's correct, Uniform Tango, Bravo, Oscar, Mike.
Roger, Lufthansa 473, proceed direct to which one? Uniform Tango, Bravo, Oscar, Mike. And expect ILS Romeo, runway 105, descent to maintain 7,000 feet, collision 009.
Okay,
Let's go flaps 2.
Good warm and descending flight level 701009 up in QNH, Lufthansa 473.
160 knots there, speed restriction speed, final lap. Let's go gear down. Arm the speed brakes, lights on. Checked.
Tá 4701, Guarulhos opera pista 28 da esquerda, chegada Edmo, zona
Alright,
Bravo,
flaps 3.
reporte pra descer.
Edmo, zona Bravo, pra
Cabin crew seats for
28
landing.
da esquerda, outra 4701, vai chamar pra descer.
Below 160. Flaps full. Landing checklist. Go around altitude. We will be setting that in a moment because I want to level off at 2,000. Cabin crew is advised. Eco memo. Not below 2,000. Waiting on that. Okay, stand by. On the profile. Well, field is not inside. It's right there. Clear to go. Reaching 2,000 checked. No, I believe he's doing actually a pretty good 3 degree descent because we're not exactly at 1,980. Okay, he's doing the descent. I'm confused now. There should be at 1,980 now. And we aren't. Set 4,000 missed approach. Real control 10311, field is in sight.
10311, runway 20 right, 20 left, clear to land. Winds 200 degrees, 10 knots, QNH 1009.
Clear to land, runway 20 left, QNH 1009 at 10311.
Delta 473, you're cleared for the ALS.
Alright, let's go.
Report established, QNH 1009.
Let's go, flight directors off. Bird on. Landing checklist. Go around altitude set 4,000. Cabin crew advised. Camamo landing, no blue. Landing checklist is complete. Visual chart is on my end. You're looking for a 3-degree glide slope. Glide path. And we have to pass by this island to there. 124 on the ground speed, that means a vertical speed of roughly -600.
Good afternoon, go 1034, inbound Kevin, flight level 250.
1034, very good evening, identified, flight level 250. Expect us on the
Alright, we're over the bridge.
Runway 20 left to report for descent.
Sorry, can you repeat that again, go 1034?
Affirm, no problem. Expect Zalo 1 Alpha arrival. RMP Foxtrot approach for runway 20 left.
Alright, we're visual.
We are cleared to the Zulu 1 Alpha arrival, RMP Foxtrot 20 left, and we report once.
Should have kept the 122. Better than this one.
950, continue descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1009, cleared for the RMP Foxtrot.
Check stable.
Report feed inside.
Feeling a tiny bit low.
Affirm that the 3950, continue descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1009, cleared for the RMP Foxtrot, arrival runway 20 left, report feed inside.
Minimum.
Continue. We are high now, but I think we can get there.
QNH 1009, I will report the field inside Go 1034, requesting 2 minutes out of cockpit, please.
Go 1034, roger. When ready, start your descent for level
Check.
090, report turn back.
There's one red.
When ready, descent to
Vertical speed check.
And we will contact Go 134.
Rear control, this is Lima Victor Golf
On profile.
Lima Victor, Golf Tango Tango, very good evening again. Rear control.
200.
Lima Victor, Golf Tango Tango, got Bravo on the board. Looking fast, clearance to as filed, flight level 400. Lima Victor, Golf Tango Tango, your flight plan to airport is approved, as filed, flight level 400. Departure runway 10. Following Chivro 1 Alpha.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. Manual braking.
Auto brake off.
70 knots.
Can you repeat?
That was a hard landing, but hey, I don't care.
Just one question. Is it better
Reverses
for you
out.
departure from runway 15?
Starting the
Yeah, no
APU.
problem. Roger, you're cleared to Aeropark, flight level 400 as filed. Take off runway 15. Departure
Clear on
will
the
be
right.
Chivro 1 Bravo and squawk 3621. We are clear to Aeropark as filed 400 and runway
final
15
clear.
with Chivro 1 Bravo departure and squawk 3621.
Oh, not the auto brake.
Auto brake.
What the hell? And it worked.
Is approved to report for taxi. Taxi time. 10311, welcome to Rio, dedicated via Echo. Cross runway 0 to left, then taxi via Delta Juliet, stand up for choice. Have a nice day.
Echo Delta, stand of choice, tram 311, obrigado, bom Natal.
Obrigado, bom Natal, boa tarde.
Alright, lights off, strobes off.
And go 1034 back in carpet. 1034, roger, thank you. established.
Oh look, another 320.
Runway 15, clear to land.
Alright, close this, I can switch this off, that's off, that's...
Runway 15, clear to land for the 473.
It's on the standby. Let's park next to that airplane. Or if we get number 3,
1034, proceed direct to
we
Kilo.
get to number 3.
Direct pilot for go 1034.
Number 1, number 3 is empty, good. I'm gonna go to number 3.
As a 125, real control.
Read the approach, hello.
Alright, taxi light off. Parking brake set, APU available, 2 minutes on the clock, engine shut off. Seatbelt sign off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the supposed Rio de Janeiro. 33 minutes for this block time. Oh my god. Alright, we need jetways already actually attached, good. Door open. Open baggage loaders. And we need chocks immediately. Chocks are set, right. Parking brake off. Ground power. APU off. Whew. Alright, transponder 2000 and standby. After landing was complete. Parking brake with chocks set, engines off, wing lights off, fuel pumps off, parking checklist is complete. Holy hell. Guys, this was intense. I am tired. I think you must be tired as well. Let's just watch this banger. I mean, this smasher of a landing. Had to. Went pretty well otherwise. And then I'm gonna finish and get some rest. So my spotter cam here, and let's watch. Martin, so now for the long haul back to Europe. No way. I mean, it wasn't that bad, I think. Like, it was firm. Could have flared a bit more. Yeah, that's alright. We didn't even bounce back. Let's watch from the wing view. A lovely view, man. Nah, it was alright. It was alright. Okay, so end the replay. I'm just gonna connect to that sim for beauty purposes. That's on, that's all set. IRS is off. We are off from this plane. Guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this real madness. This was with some unexpected failures that happened on the first arrival, so that was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Now I'm gonna get some rest because on the 25th we're gonna be back, and we will be back for some quite interesting adventure. and adventure it will be. I think it's even going to be more adventurous than this flight, because this flight it's cool, but it's well, it's everyday flight. What we're going to be doing on the 25th is not an everyday flight. I mean, depends on the type of airplane, but not on the type of airplane that we will be taking. Anyways, I'm just taking some screenshots. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great rest of the week. Enjoy Christmas time with family. I'm going to see you on the 25th. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you all for the support.